Even in the bright bubble, I will get it cold. Bring the facts to light. Good to the lens and snap a shot. Place the shutter button. I'm approaching the result. Let the puzzles be solved by joining other dots. Time and telepath, truths could have been freely talked. I read it without a shadow of a doubt. That the ending is not gonna step out of the night. Death perpetual night. I'm on my way to the goal. I'm on my way to explore the lies and running forward for you. Running forward for myself. On the way to the reunion, to the time I meet again. From the ashes will rise, forgive from the dead. Something will matter again. Something will matter again. Yeah, 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 yeah. Once the outside is up, lingered in the mist even. Confirmed by the fire and in my heart. But I choose to wake up, but I choose to run on my way to the goal. I'm on my way to explore the lies. I'm running forward for you. Running forward for myself. On the way to the reunion, to the time we meet again. From the ashes will rise, forgiven from the chains. Something will meet again. Deeper, closer, closer, cruising, presence more and more. Here shall the nightmares be over.
You guys, I think I might like the Journalist song. Although, I mean, I knew I liked it because that song is like 2 years old, but like... yeah. It is, It is cool that they, for Journalist theme song, it's like just her song that has already been out for like 2 years now. So that's pretty cool. I'm just surprised that it was the same. Although they have like a new violin rendition, which is really nice. So that's pretty cool. Today, we have a little bit more IJL to watch tonight. That's right, double streams back to back. And this one probably won't be as long as yesterday. I think I streamed like 4.5 hours, 4 hours yesterday. Not gonna be as long. Now, funnily enough, as I was prepping this stream, I went under here into the predictions. I actually got my predictions in 4 seconds before it started, so I literally just clicked random buttons. I don't even know what I picked for my predictions, but I saw the predictions were up. I had 4 seconds, and I just went, Oh, it was very silly. I missed Coco's dance. Wait, really? Hold on. I gotta see this. No. Where is this? I need to see him cook. Let's see here. When? Oh my gosh, wait, right here? Right here? What? Wait, who is that supposed to be? He normally does like impressions of characters. That's Toy Merchant? Oh, put the catapult down. Jump. Glide. Oh! Oh, throw the item. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Throwing the item. He's so good at those impressions, dude. I love that. Oh my gosh, those stats. Hello? Overflowing, Pipicho? Yo, calm down, bro. Calm down. Yeah, I love DFM's coach, dude. DFM's coach is so funny. So funny. What in the round 2 comp is this? Why are they playing this in round 1? Hello? Wildling round 1? Huh. If you're Wait, what is this? If you're commentating for Netties, did they already offer you to do a PNG for the viewer, or do you have to be on the stage? Well, we're doing mirror streams, so I will kind of figure out when I get there, but I don't have to show my face if I don't want to, which is nice. My worry is more just because there's going to be cameras there everywhere. If it'll be like, you know, caught in the background of something. That's kind of my concern. But for our mirror stream specifically, I don't know. But at least, you know, kudos Sprinter and Schmitty are comfortable showing their faces because they already have, so. Yeah, sure, you'll see my egg head, exactly. My totally real bald head. Yeah, I'm thinking of wearing a mask. I just don't know what kind of mask to wear. I don't know if they really make Melly masks. If they have like a Melly mask, I could maybe wear that, but I don't know. Because some of those you can like, they're like translucent where you can like kind of see it. And I don't really know if I want to like wear a translucent thing because then people could just like, you know, it's translucent. Normal mask fabric, medical mask, and a dad hat. Yeah, I suppose. Even just like, yeah, just like the little masks and whatnot, yeah. I might just wear like a smaller one, maybe. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out closer when it's closer to time. Yeah, I don't know if they have an Arnold Puppets mask, but if I could put like an Arnold mask on, that'd be perfect. Although I might actually scare some people. I try to like meet new people and I have this gosh darn Arnold mask on. They're like, hey, what's up? And they're like, who is this guy? Is that Arnold from Arnold Puppets? Bro, didn't your show end like a year ago? Yes! I'm trying to get it back for another puppet show. Please sign my petition to bring back Arnold Puppets. Yo, I should actually do that. I should like get a petition for people to sign to like bring back Arnold Puppets. Good, better ping for any of you? No. Arnold Puppets season 2? Yes. Nah, bro, we don't need better ping. Everybody, well, let's continue to have bad ping. We need Arnold Puppets season 2. That's what we need more of. Genuinely, I would love a season 2 for Arnold Puppets though, because it'd be so funny. I really like all the episodes. I've literally rewatched all of them like probably 10 times. They're so funny. Well, you know, I made Arnold Puppet, bro. If I looked like Arnold, bro, honestly, I wish I could like just not be who I am right now, and I just would like just transform into Arnold. That would genuinely be the best. Who do you want in skins for Arnold Puppet 2 or Arnold Part 2? I mean, there's only 2 Arnold Puppet skins, right? There's the clown, there's the little goofy smiley, and then there's the gardener, I think, right? And then there's like a lot of furniture. I think that's it. I think if they were to add new characters in the next one, I think Melly would actually like be cool to have, but I don't really know if she would fit super well. They might actually put Seer in if they ever did a season 2, because they had Seer's owl but not Seer. Yeah, I wish I was just Arnold, bro. Because then I could just be like, Arnold and Puppets. I'm Arnold and Puppets. Welcome to the Puppet Show. It would be great, bro. How long are they going to take to start this match? What the heck? I swear they take so long the second I start looking at them. They were going fast when I was prepping up, and now it's like, nope. No sir, apparently. No sir. IDV Stickies, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you there. Very kind of you. You got paid, so I'm donating. Aw, that's very kind of you. Very, very kind. You worked hard for that. So make sure to treat yourself there as well. And JP fans gonna be like, who's this weird guy that won't stop shouting about Puppets? Yeah, exactly. I wanna be that guy. I wanna be that guy. No, I don't wanna be that guy. Well, first impressions are important. I don't want to be like I don't want to be like obnoxious when I go over there, you know? Cuz like I'll be over there to represent our server, and I really do not want to like come across as like like an insane person who's just obsessed with Arnold Puppets. It's gonna be weird. The weird American. I mean, not necessarily that. More just like obnoxious. I think is the biggest thing. I don't want to come across as obnoxious. Everyone already knows you're insane. Okay, well it's fine if you guys know I'm insane. That's fine. Like you already know. I can't hide that. But when I have to like be in person, it's like a little different, you know. Are they paying to fly out the nurse too? Oh my gosh. Not the nurse. Not the nurse. Yo, when this match's gonna start, bro? Don't make me pull up Age of Imprisonment again, bro. I'll do it. I'm about to pull up Zelda again and start putting him in the bottom left corner. If they don't start for like in a few more minutes, I probably will actually pull it up. Gotta do more grinding, bro. I need those materials. Yeah, even DFM confused. They're like, "Yo, what's going on, bro?" Yeah, none of them are like prepping up. I wonder what it is. Yeah. I guess maybe that guy over on the left is like fixing some stuff. Maybe it's like they have an audio issue or something. I don't know. Maybe an audio issue or something. What are we talking about? I mean, we kind of just started. We're just kind of vibing right now. I'm kind of waiting for the first match to start, but they're taking a while. They sure are taking their time. That's for sure. Making a movement to make me play the horse game, bro. The thing is, literally everybody is talking about that gosh darn horse game, and it's like I feel so stupid because I'll be looking at my chat, and then it'll just be like horse game stuff, and I'll just like look back and I'll be like, I don't know how to respond to this. I just don't. And I'm not really interested in the horse game, no. Did I beat Tears of the Kingdom? And if so, did I 100% it? I did beat Tears of the Kingdom. I did not 100% it, though. I did 100% every side quest, side adventure, main quest, and what else? Side quest, side adventure, main quest. What else? There's like a whole list of stuff that I did do. I did do a lot. The only thing that I didn't do was I didn't do 3 things in the game. I didn't find all the caves. I didn't find all the Korok seeds. And I didn't get all the gear. Everything else I 100%ed. So aside from those 3 things, I 100%ed everything else. So I basically, like anything story related, I did do. And I thoroughly enjoyed that game. Even though it took me 2.5 years to beat, I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I literally beat it the day before Age of Imprisonment came out and uploaded my final video on it 2 hours before Age of Imprisonment released. Which is crazy. Crazy. Thank you for getting back into Pokemon again. You're getting now packs of Pokemon cards for your birthday? Ooh! I hope you pull something good, Jasper. Yeah, I was thinking about picking up some Pokemon cards myself. I actually do have some Japanese Pokemon cards that I found at a shop here in Seattle. I haven't opened them. It's been like 3 months that I've had them. I haven't opened them. It's been a while. Still in shock that it took you that long. I just got busy and I kept coming back to it, leaving it, coming back to it, leaving it. Because the thing is, like, that game was huge, but I don't really make any money by playing that game, and it takes a long time. You know, because now that I'm a full-time creator, I have to prioritize things that make me money, unfortunately, outside of passions. Otherwise, I will not be able to pay rent. Gotta pay rent somehow. So it's hard to balance passion with things that you have to do. And that's not to say I'm not passionate about like IDV or my other channels that make more money. It's more just I can't evenly spread out that passion kind of thing, if you know what I mean. I'm just glad I did eventually get it done. Because it was a game that I wanted to get done for so long. And it took me 2.5 years. Oh my gosh, IDV Stickies, thank you so much for another 5. Sorry for missing that there. Thank you so much for that. That for a total of 10 there. And yeah, I think Oh, come on, bro. I was just about to pull up Age of Imprisonment. Oh, man. They can't do this to me. I was literally just about to pull it up. And then we have Goldman. Okay. Audience effect on everybody. Healing on everybody except for Gardener, who has Snooze instead. Tide Gardener, Tide Wildling, Flywheel, Archer, Meteor. This is not like a round 1 comp, which is weird. Like, I don't look at a comp like this and like say this is round 1. This doesn't feel like round 1 to me. This feels like round 2. Well, we can't chase Wildling. Wildling is a really odd character to go up against Goatman, because Goatman can kind of pick and choose when he forces the Wildling off his board. He's actually choosing to chase the Archer first, I guess to eliminate the harassment, which is quite interesting. We're going to go for a double shot here. That should be 1 cage kited. Let's see. Going to go for cage number 2. Missed hit. That's a hit right there. Okay. Not too bad. We should be able to get to crossbow into bow again. I'm guessing one more time here. We'll see. We do have blink. Maybe Pipicho will just wait for the blink. Let's see. I think we're just waiting for blink. Blink. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. That was crazy, bro. That was crazy. Okay, we can't react, but we do. We do get a very solid kite there. Very solid kite. Pumbaa is big. No, Pumbaa's not coming in. Gardener's coming in first. That's the Space Gardener. Oh my gosh. Space Ranger. Listen, cowboy. I'm a space ranger. You are a toy. Alright, Pumbaa. How are we getting this? We're doubling this? We're doubling this. Okay. Well, Ultra has 1 more arrow. Let's see. Does she actually use it or does she explode? She explodes. Okay. Explode, die away from Cyphers. Pumbaa comes and gets next rescue. The Gardener is there. We're probably not going to break any chairs. Yeah, this chair out over here isn't broken, so it's just going to be this chair here. Most likely. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, he's gonna break the chair? Oh no, this is chair right here. Okay. He had to pressure the Cypher as well. I don't disagree actually. So now the Pumbaa has to come in because he has wanted. Yeah, Pumbaa has to come in. But he has to get off his Pumbaa. Pumbaa. It's time, Pumbaa. There we go. Archer should be dead here. Ooh, nice. What? Okay, that's crazy. The point blank swing that doesn't hit. Cyphers are quite good here. Wow, the Archer pops mid. Wow. Good planning. Good planning from DFM here. Very good planning. We're going to lay out our laceration. Buying a couple extra seconds here for the survivors. And yeah, these Cyphers are good. These Cyphers are quite good. They're ever so slightly behind, but they have like another one at 30, which is fine. Which kind of makes up for it. There's no way he goes for the Pumbaa, right? Oh my gosh, he's actually going for Pumbaa. We're unironically going for Pumbaa. Okay, he forces him on Pumbaa. I think that was just his goal. And Pumbaa, the thing is, Pumbaa has to stay on Pumbaa. If Pumbaa gets off Pumbaa, he's gonna go straight. Pumbaa gets off Pumbaa. That's so stupid. If he gets off the Pumbaa, like, he immediately will die. Because Goatman will just go back to him. So he has to stay on the Pumbaa. Quite literally. There's their 4 Cypher done. He has a lot of energy, but he keeps getting rotated. It might be the Gardener is the chase here. Let's see. Yeah, Gardener. He really does not want to chase Meteorologist. I found that to be kind of funny. Oh, well-timed bubble from the Gardener. He will just smack it here. That was a really good bubble. I couldn't even tell that she was bubbling. That should be a hit right here. Nice. Cypher's 53. We might just chair TP Gardener. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt, bro. That's gonna hurt. He has to kill the gardener like now, like yesterday. Okay, so we can do two options. We can chair and then abnormal, which is what might be the correct decision here. Let's see. He's not going to bother abnormally because I guess they have another cipher that's a backup. Well, this is interesting. They're going to leave the prime cipher and let the Pumbaa his cipher up. And then Meteor will just stall the rescue. I'm trying to think, how do you win if you're Pipicha? Because this looks like hard draw position. I think the best thing that you can do is kill the gardener as quickly as possible with Blink and then use your cage energy to kill the next person. We'll see. Oh man, these pallet stuns, dude. These pallet stuns hurt. Okay, that's another one. Pop. She is so fast, dude. We have to get this down extremely fast. Bubble again. Oh, that's gonna be tough. This looks like a hard draw. Okay, there's the blink. He may be able to get a cheeky hit onto Takoyaki Wildling. Wildling, he's actually gonna get on his Pumbaa. He has a lot of cage energy. He could triple cage. He has to like do it now. He has to triple cage now. One cage, double cage, cage. Oh, he tried to time it to make the Pumbaa come back into him. Oh, very close, dude. Very close. Very, very close. He almost had a chance. Nope, it's just hard draw, bro. It's just hard draw. That's what it's just been, bro. It's just been hard draw after hard draw, I swear. I'll lower that a tad there. That's what tourney is, bro. Tourney just draw land. So balanced right now. That's such a weird comp, too. No more Goatman, just time it. I mean, he's still pretty good. Hey, Goat's still really good. It's just the fact that like he did technically miss a Kirby. What I read the Kirby thing. He did miss a 3-kill. By like a couple seconds. That's what's so scary about Goatman. He can literally just be like in a tie position and then just cage the gate, and then it's like, well, 3-kill. How many pallet stuns? I think it was 3. What? I could have sworn he was pallet stunned 3 times. Huh? Guess I'm wrong. That's crazy. He was pallet stunned by the gardener, and then pallet stunned by who else? The Pumbaa? I don't know. Missed the Kirby is what set the game. Yeah. He missed his Kirby, dude. Just like I missed my Kirby. I need my, what is it? I need to get back on Kirby Air Riders, dude. I already got the neutral ending. I gotta get the true ending on Kirby Air Riders. Yeah, I'm so sad. My apples, bro. Apples rotting. Wait, when did they put these in the shop? Oh, wait, is this the gardener? Hold on. Is this the gardener accessory that's supposed to pair with her S tier? I think it is, right? Oh, I should get this. It's the one that pairs with the river skin, right? Or whatever it's called. Yeah, after the rain. The lake, not river. The lake scenic costume, yeah. I think it pairs with this one. Huh. Is that a bad apple? Bad apple, you say? Yeah, I should get this, actually. Oh, no, that's not. Cut that out. Yeah, I remember seeing this in the trailer. Yeah, it's nice. It's like a nice little gold bubble. Oh, I should get this. Caw! Yeah, that is nice. I kind of want that. Yeah, I'll probably pick it up with some fragments because I have so many gosh darn fragments. They have preview videos for accessories, and I don't know about skins. No, I don't. Not skins. Well, skins I already have like the little preview thing. Oh, Crescent Knight's in the shop too. Ooh. We love Crescent Knight out here. I'll get Crescent Knight one day. I guess I do have the fragments, but I always like having like a lot of fragments in case like a really cool skin for like S tier skin is released. Because usually when they release a really cool S tier skin, it's about 20,000. So I can usually get about 2 of them. Yeah, I can usually get about 2. Wait, did they change Crescent Knight? Did they adjust him? I know they adjusted that other Gardener skin, the Ghost Girl Gardener. That one I know they adjusted. Can I spare some fragments? I've been holding on to these fragments for so long. Last time I spent my fragments, it was on Embalmer's anniversary skin. Which I never ended up doing a video on because reasons. Yeah, Crescent Knight is such a cool skin. It's really cool. I gotta get it eventually. No. Yeah, it's peak. It's really good. I just need to figure out if there's any upcoming fragment costumes. I don't really think that there is outside of the Deduction Star skins. And the other one I really want from that one is Nightmares. That's like the biggest one, is Nightmare. Yeah, I love the ghost. I love the ghost skins. They're like the spooky skins. They're really nice. Am I gonna do a vlog in Japan? Yes. Yes, I will be. What's up, Luchilu? How we doing, bro? No, I ain't getting Cat Merc. Nope. I don't want Cat Merc. That's for sure. I already have my favorite mercenary skin. It's the esports skin. That skin's really good for Merc. I have that skin. I have Doma Key. Where's my Merc? Yeah, I got the Merc skins and I got Doma Key. I did kind of want Cabinet of Curiosities when it came out, but like I also didn't play mercenary at the time. It is a really cool skin though. And then a lot of his other ATs are kind of whatever. Actually, I do kind of like Colonel Dax. This is a good skin. To me, this is just the Sprinter skin. This is what Sprinter always runs. Like whenever he plays rank, it's always this skin and his like the S tier Aeroplanist one. Because Sprinter's always like on rescue whenever he plays. Is the accessory for Cat Merc worth it? Yo, I have is Cat Merc worth it? Is the accessory for Cat Merc worth it? Nah, I mean, for me at least, I like the OPH mercenary accessory. It's like really flashy. It's like lightning whenever you use the elbow pad. It's so fast. Yo, what's up, Zeus? Is that Lulu I hear? Yes, it is. The Lulu Obsidian thing. It's such a good like chill theme. It's like a good balance of like being calm but also like pretty fun. It's a really good theme for like kind of in these waiting stages. I like it a lot. That and Noah Kaiba. The Duel Links music, bro, it's so good. Yeah, I should get Arrow's skin when it comes back. The S tier one. That one's so good. I mean, cause I've just been rocking Bread Planist. That's been my biggest guys. It's been Bread Planist. I love my Bread Planist. Ooh, I might lose my S badge this week, unfortunately. Actually, no, I should be able to. Yeah, I think I'll be able to get one more S badge for him. I'm 500 points in. Or no, I'm good. No, I'm 700 points ahead of 11th. Yeah, we should be good. Then we need to win like 7 matches. Am I trying to get Queen Bee S tier? Yes. I mean, like day 1, 100%. I'll be pulling for it. I already have I already have so many inspirations for it. So yes. Yeah, Zeus. No, yeah, there were so many upsets. Zeta lost, RC lost, QTD got their very first victory against like a really high tier team like Zeta. Like that's crazy, dude. Honestly, I was so happy for QTD yesterday. I only saw the tail end of that set, but I need to watch the full thing of it later. It was really good. What survivors are meta for Griffin rank? For Griffin rank, I would just say any solo ranker character. I did do a good list yesterday. I could probably do another list today of what's a really good solo rank character. So remind me after this next match is over, and I can give you a list of recommendations for the best solo rank characters in IDV. And little girl will be at the bottom of that list. The solo rank 2 list will not be like judged on direct character strength. It'll just be what is better or what is best for solo players. And it's gonna be very balanced and like universal survivors that can handle most things. Rescuers tend to be very, very good on solo. Love how Enchantress is gently S tier now. Yeah, it seems like she's pretty solid. She seems pretty solid right now in the meta. And it's gonna be Chikeen's Hala. As expected, Chikeen loves Hala. There's been a lot of Halas in Japan. I gotta look more at China gameplay. I gotta watch some IVL this week. It is just Halas for days in Japan, dude. So many gosh darn Halas. Yeah, you good, Luchilo? Yeah, lock in for the AMV, bro. You got this. Lock in, bro. Yo, let me lock in. As Schmitty says after he kites for 2 seconds. Yo, let me lock in. Gets basement. Yo, let me lock in. Die. Does not rebound at all. Yo, let me lock in next match. You thought it was pronounced like chicken? I mean, it does kind of look like chicken, but I believe it's pronounced Chikeen. Chikeen. If you do it like the Japanese pronunciation. Moririn kato. Technically kato, right? So just cat, kato. It's tough because it'd be tall, but there's no O, so it's weird. Mae-ken Chikeen Katsuki. Kato. It's pretty funny. Chicken. I remember so many people when I first started doing these, like IJL, after I first did Koa, I was looking at it, and then people were like, who the heck is Chicken? Who the heck is Chicken? I was like, his name's not Chicken! Even though it really does look like chicken. I had to like be like, bro, you guys, his name is not Chicken, I'm sorry. I know it looks like chicken, but trust me, it's not chicken. Okay, we have, what is this? Full Kite Knight? What are we, what? Full Kite Knight? Why? Why would we ever need a full Kite Knight? Himmel the hero, you are Himmel the greedy. Excuse me? And he's getting chased? He's gonna chase Himmel the greedy? No way. No, he's not even chased. He's not even getting chased. Bro, he's Himmel the greedy and he's not even getting chased. Tide Puppet, Tide Nijik Arrow, Flywheel Enchantress, Peeper, Inso. It seems like we're going back with a lot of Inso Trump for Hala. I think people are starting to realize that like if you play Insolence Attention Warp Hala, it's like you're kind of asking for a draw. Whereas Trump card Inso is like you're probably gonna get a draw regardless, so you might as well like play a more aggressive build. I think maybe people are starting to like go back to this because this was what he always played in Koa 8. He never brought attention. It was always this build, and he could always get away with it like almost every match. But now it's like a little harder. And he definitely still can 3k with attention. It's probably just you gotta make sure it's endgame that you have the advantage in. Whereas this time, it's more of the mid game and whatnot. That was also not the longest kite of all time. He really wants to get a good hit on the Enchantress here, which he does get. Okay, careful. Oh my gosh. Wow. And he's gonna take the Enchantress. He's gonna say, yeah, let the puppet bleed out and burn his self-heal here. Because he is one of the rescuers, so he'll probably burn self, or somebody will come to heal him. Jikin's actually in a really good position here. No, he burns himself. Okay, and they have wanted order. Yeah, this is quite good for the Hala. Because now he has puppet at half. Ciphers are a little slow. That's going to be after half. I think they're selling. That or they're after halving. I think Katsuki might come in to rescue from afar. But they're in a position to sell here. Arrow's either coming in to feed or to actually rescue. I'm guessing he's just going to feed. No, he's going to rescue? That body language makes you look. Oh, yep, he's gonna hover all the way in. Nice. Ooh, this is gonna be a tough rescue though. Tries to charge attack to bait out a potential flywheel. No flywheel. We do go for the 3 stag. And Hullabaloo's not feeling too good. He's like, I got stunned. Double up. No double up. Ooh, the flywheel. Okay. I like that. The Knight Sterling. The greedy knight. The greediest of knights. The one and only Knight Sterling. Himmel the greedy, bro. Okay, you're cooked. I mean, the knight did keep her alive for a minute, and looking at the ciphers, these are actually fine. The only issue is 2 jetpacks burned, no more tide turn. No, they just have tide turn puppet. 1 self-heal burn. Jikin can 100% 3-kill this. It requires good positioning from the survivors right now. They're rotating away. Ciphers are short, corner, and shack, I believe. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Oh, they're cipher locked. GG's. Nah, that's it. They're cipher locked. GG. Unless they leave a cipher, that's yeah. I think they're actually trying to get a cipher here done, because they don't want to be cipher locked. Because if they finish the cipher afar with the 73, the last 3 ciphers will be over here. Actually, no, that cipher there's 25. Okay, but they're not cipher locked then. Okay, but if they finish that.
恐ろしいですね。許して欲しかったダブルサプライズですね。乗り越えさせてくれよともう足は
Bro, you brought full kite. You brought full kite.
すごい速度でした。操作がとにかく速かった。
You brought full kite. The greed. The greed. All for that? Oh man. Hey, this just goes to show that even the pros mess up sometimes, dude. What can I say? Yeah, that terror shock actually changed the game. Like the game is over after that TS, dude. The game's over. The game is over. There's no self heal on the Lewis, and we'll probably just chair him just to get secure the 3-kill to play it safe. Or actually, he popped that cipher, so they're cipher locked now. So he'll just not chair puppet. He'll just drop him all the way over here. He knows he has no self heal, and now he can go and find the aeroplanist because he knows the aeroplanist has to try to come in. PSA that rescue should always bring tide. I mean, I think if there's any characters that can get away with not bringing tide that are rescuers, it's like Knight and Cordy. They can get away with it. It's just kind of, I'm more surprised to see no Bard on the Knight. I'm just really surprised to see full kite Knight. Just to die. Oh? Is there any way to... He's gonna watch the Himmel. The Himmel's gonna pick up the puppet. As he kills the arrow. Arrowplanist has 1 jetpack. Okay. Ooh, double. Ooh, scary. Ooh, scary. That's the down. Down on the chair too. They will go for a double heal. Actually, puppet here healing is super good. Oh, they can't finish it. If they did get that heal though, that would have been so good because it would have been 2 heals at once basically. Would have been really good. And yeah, he's out of helmets. No more helmets for Knight Sterling. You just joined. Why does the knight have full kite? We are asking the same question. Oh, Ricky. Oh, Himmel the greedy. Oh, Himmel the greedy. We are so greedy. Puppet will just force the Cypher here, but he's probably going to die from it. Yup. Yeah, he's going to get overkilled. He's still dead after Tide Turner, I'm pretty sure, with overkill. Yeah, overkill kills him. Wait, but he did that on purpose. Oh, now he needs to get chaired. Yeah. Okay. He has to go back to chair him. Okay, this is where things get a little tricky. Because Aeroplanus is lined up for dungeon, although he has no items. Look at that jump! Oh my gosh. But yeah, because he has the clone will spot him out. Clone. Double surprise. Oh, he's gonna check up. He's looking down. He's looking all around. Oh, he saw the sticker. He saw the sticker. Yep, that's it. He saw the injured sticker. You are cooked, Katsuki. Unless you can somehow kite 30 seconds. I don't know how you can. Oh my gosh. Ooh, maybe? Maybe? It's like nearly impossible. Because all it has to do is just like cut you off and wait for cooldowns. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way. That's it. 4 kill for Cheeking. 4 kill for Cheeking. Quite a few mistakes made from the survivors on that end though. That felt a lot more like serve error than just Cheeking being good. I mean, Cheeking played really well, but it also felt a lot like serve error as well. Yeah, I don't. The full kite knight's very greedy though. Very greedy. I would never go full kite knight personally. That's like a troll your friends type build. It's like, hey, want a 1v1 type build, and then you go full kite knight, and it's like, bruh, what? Okay, exit gates, none. 0, nada. Nada, nada, nada. Not a single one. 82,000 apples. We're looking pretty good with our apples. I could actually, within a few more apples, if I get 300 more apples, I can actually afford 2 accessories. Yeah. I'm probably gonna wait to get any of them. I was thinking about getting batters because I do want to have a batter arc soon. Dude, that's the thing. I need to figure out who I'm gonna play this season, because I have to do coal rank, dude. The batter accessory is lame. Is it? Oh, that's a shame. I've never really seen it. And like, I'm not the harasser on my team, but I am like a backup harasser. If we need 2 harassers, I think I am the backup harasser. So, I mean, I have my pros, I have my anti. They're not like that good though. I was thinking about maybe finally moving to batter and trying to pick him up. Or forward. One of those two. Batter or forward. Batter, but the thing about batter is like batter is so freaking crazy. He's just hard, bro. He's hard. Like, he's so easy if the hunter's a bot and doesn't know how to deal with him. Because like there's a lot of hunters that just can't do anything about batter. But like, when you're up against the hunters that know how to deal with him, when they got like excitement, or if they got like tools to deal with him, he's so hard, bro. Yeah, let me play Mind's Eye, the harasser. Yeah, exactly, yes. Exactly. Batter's more consistent. Well, no, and 4 is definitely way more consistent than batter. But both are hard to play. Fundamentally, like, they're not that hard. It's like, okay, well, when they're picking up, you use bat. When they're picking up, you use ball. You know. Whereas Prospector and Anti are like a little more difficult, because for Anti you can't stun during the pickup animation, which makes her timing very strict. And then for Prospector, hunters are immune during the pickup animation to magnet pulls. It has to be like afterward. So I don't know. I do want to pick up another Harasser. Honestly, because I play Kiter, I think I might just be playing a lot of Novelist Magician next season. I don't really want to play Magician because like he's fun, but he's not really like a character that I particularly want to play. I don't really have any like, you know, sentimental attachments to him or anything. Nor do I find his gameplay to be like super interesting. It's just like he's just fun casually, but I don't really like want to play him that much. But for my team, I should. First officer arc. I already did have a first officer arc. Yes, I had my first officer arc last year. Because the reason I played first officer for a long time, like an entire season. Last Koa rank actually, I played nothing but officer. Where are my badges here? I feel like my past badges, I got 16 A badges for officer, and I was nearly S badge. I think I was like 200 points away. I think the highest I got was like 12th officer or something. Didn't make it to S, but yeah, last year I had like or I guess more at the beginning of this year, I had a huge first officer arc that lasted like 2 months. So I kind of fundamentally learned how to rescue with him. Why am I getting freaking ads on Lulu Obsidian thing? This never happens. What? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, bro. Well, I said when I think it was last year, I had last year in the mind because I'm thinking of like Koa 8, so I'm thinking last year Koa 8. That's also just the recently obtained, right? Because that was June. But the first one that I got was like in January, because of Koa rank. That was when it was. My biggest character next season might just be Novelist though. It may be Novelist. Because I need to play a Kiter, and I really want to get better as Novelist. And Novelist is good. Novelist is really good. So it might be Novelist as like my next big main character next season. S2 Ento, but not S1. I never actually was the S1 entomologist. The highest I got was 4th. But I was S badge for her twice. I did not make first one though. Like I love Melly so much. It's just so hard to play her because like I never get the chance to, really. Because the thing is, Melly's like a support kite that's like rather niche. And until other roles are filled, I cannot play her. Which is really sad. Like I adore entomologists and I would love to get S1, but I usually tend to try to balance out my bias for playing what the team needs. And that's why I played Aeroplanist this season, because I liked Aero and we needed a rescuer, so I played Aero. It was that fair, or it was that simple. That's why I did it. Like, trust me, if I didn't have to like think about team comps and whatnot, I'd literally only be playing my favorites, 100%. But I try to balance it out, you know, picking my favorites versus picking what the team needs. Because I think I remember I said last season, I was like, I'm gonna go for S badge, Melly, Novelist, and Anti, because those are 3 of my favorites. And I would still love to, like, every season, I'd love to be like, I just want to play those 3, please. Like, can I just play those 3 the entire season? But no, I gotta balance it out for what my team needs. When I go to Japan, do I have to buy the ticket yourself, or does NetEase buy it for you? They are flying us out, so they are paying for it. We get the plane ticket paid for, and we get the hotel paid for the nights that we are there. But everything else we have to pay for. So like food, merchandise. Outside of I think they're giving us a little bit of free merch for like a little goodie bag, but it's pretty nice. It's not a lot. It's not a lot of days that they pay for the hotel though. I mean technically it is, but like we only get 1 bonus day. The other days are just during the event, so it's a little tricky for me because like the one day that I want to like kind of explore around, I'm gonna be exhausted and jet lagged, so the next day I have to immediately get to work. So it's like I'm kind of flying out there to like work technically, but I'm also like very excited for it. So I'm not like gonna complain about, you know, flying out there like at all. It's a great opportunity, and I'm like super stoked about it. Is this the first time you've gotten a big opportunity like this for YouTube? Yeah, technically. I mean, I've had other opportunities that have had like open doors. There's been a couple sponsorship opportunities that I've had that I didn't take in the past because I just didn't really like the sponsor. But in terms of like opportunity, yes, I would say this one's the most interesting. Yeah, it's my first time outside the US technically as well. I mean, I've been to Canada, but only in the wilderness of Canada. But yeah, I'm excited for it. Very, very excited for it. Banning out the bald. That means we're probably going to play Hullabaloo. Hosh is most likely playing Hullabaloo for banning bald. Are the buffs added to IJL yet? Like Enchantress getting 1 stun as she enters the game? Those buffs, yes. The very, very recent ones, no. Not yet. Not yet, not yet. Are there some countries you want to visit? Yeah, there's plenty. I mean, Japan was already on my list. I think Japan was like... It's kind of funny. With my friend group, there was like a funny joke about how we were going to plan a Japan 2025 trip for us to go on. This was like 2 years ago. We were joking about it, and we kept always saying, haha, Japan 2025, Japan 2025. And then eventually it kind of fell through due to certain reasons. Some people kind of separating from that group. And it's kind of funny because Japan 2025 is still real for me, but... but, you know, it's just a little silly. But yeah, there's plenty of other... There's plenty of other places I'd like to go to. I think one of the biggest ones that I'd like to go to is New Zealand. I'd love to go to New Zealand. That country is so beautiful, dude. I would love to go to New Zealand. I think New Zealand and Japan were probably like the 2 places I wanted to visit to the most. I'll give you a tour for free. Yeah, come on, give me a tour. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it up. Yeah, it's so beautiful. Yeah, Switzerland I also want to visit as well. That was another one. Stuck in Mexico. I've also wanted to visit Mexico as well someday. But I've heard most of my friends that visit Mexico, and they said it can be pretty 50-50 visiting Mexico. And maybe the Japan 2020 was the friends you made along the way. Yeah, truly. Yeah, it is Hullabaloo as expected. Mike versus Mike again. How about Australia? Oh yeah, I think Australia would be nice to visit. Australia I think would be really fun to visit. I think ever since I saw oh gosh, what's his face's name? Steve Irwin. I wanted to go to Australia when I was younger. I saw his like his little videos and whatnot. New Zealand groceries are really expensive though. I mean, I live in Seattle. I'm kind of used to expensive groceries. I'm kind of used to it. Go to Australia for the slight chance to meet the Del Toro quest author. Yo, yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. See, now you're speaking my language. France I'd also like to visit as well. I think those are probably, that's another big one I'd like to visit. Because France is also very pretty. We're not chasing the mic, huh? We're chasing the fin? We're trying to chase the fin anyways? I mean, Finn's gonna get all the way to corner house. You're not chasing the lucky guy. Lucky guy is just chilling in graveyard. We are just gonna ball all the way to corner house so that he doesn't get any clone hits here. Delaying the clone as long as possible. That's really smart. Might see Joseph in France. Ooh, good call. Yeah, I cancel the France trip immediately. Check from this way. You can use the sound to react. That's one. There's the warp. Ball. Whee! Ooh, misses the flywheel, but it's fine. This is a good kite. This is a really good kite, by the way. Very, very good kite. He's actually not bothering trying to go back to his ball, it looks like. Oh, maybe now here? Let's see. Tap. Ball. Whee! Okay. Jump. I drop with the pallet. My name is Finn. Finn vault in. Back to the ball. Back to death. Okay, that's fine. That's a good kite, honestly. That's a good kite. Really good rotation, honestly. Really, really good rotation from the serves. Why am I going to Alettis Manor? Where is the Alettis Manor located, actually? Is there like an official... Oh, hi, bot. Is there an official location for Alettis Manor? I actually don't know. Oh, well, bye. I don't know if it's ever said. Isn't it in Britain somewhere in England? Yeah, I knew it was like in Europe somewhere, but I didn't know for sure. I kind of assumed like England, but I didn't actually know. It's in Scotland? Oh, is it Scotland? Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I don't think they ever said it like actually like just said it in Ashes of Memory at least. All right, Mr. Mercenary, you know what to do. Get that rescue again. Do your thing. Goodbye, Finn. Bye, Finn, old buddy. Cypher. Oh my gosh, Audience Effect Cypher Rush is so stupid. Look at these ciphers, dude. That is ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous. The cancelled elbow pad? Ooh. And the snipe? Do I carry flyout before traveling, or can I select at the manor? What kind of question is that? Also, what cipher is 77? That better not be mid. Mid better not be the 77 cipher. Merc dies in corner. Yep. Mercenary die in the corner. You know, we actually could have popped there, which is funny. Which is kind of funny. It's probably way too risky. It's way safer to go for the rescue, but we technically could have popped there. Lucky guy also has gun elbow pad, so if he ever gets chased, he is chilling, bro. He is absolutely chilling. They all have items for endgame, so this is likely a tie for Hasha. He does have warp though. We'll see. Okay. Oh, scary. Beautiful. They're gonna have to pop. You're gonna have to pop soon. Vault, death, pop. Oh, red. Dead. Is that claustrophobia? That gate's opening kind of slow. Oh no, it's acrobat. No wonder it's acrobat on gate. No wonder it's opening so slow. Okay, Lucky guy's gonna feed Tinnitus here. He does. Oh, he used clone. He should know where Lucky is. Is he gonna try to cut off the Lucky? The Lucky has gun in elbow pad. There's no way he doesn't make it, unless he's a bot. Like, unless Nadisu just like absolutely throws. There's no way. Yeah, that's a good draw. Standard draw. Standard draw. Well, that was an interesting game, I guess. Luckily, no more Hullablues. I'm kind of tired of the Hullablues. I can't lie. Okay, so it is in Scotland. Gotcha. Good to know. Good to know. You got a gun from a chest as Cordy and we lost? And a quick match? So you got 2 of them? You're telling me you got 2 guns? That's actually really good. That's insane luck. How long am I gonna stream? I don't know. Probably till the end of this set, I would think. I'm not gonna go super long today. Cause I am a little tired. It's been a very long week. A very long week. And I need to get some rest, that's for sure. But I also do want to do a little bit of IJL, so I'm trying to balance. Top 5. Oh yeah, I was gonna do that solo queue tier list, wasn't I? Yeah. Let me see here. Oh, let me do the pop quiz first as well. Hold on. Let's see here.
ね、こうしてみるとやっぱり
Shush! What is the pop quiz? Finn. What? Yeah, I'm just gonna stop trusting my gut. How? How is it not Finn? Bro cut it for like a minute and a half. I guess it was rotation. That's probably why it didn't count, right? The rotation, bro. Is the rotation. Alright, let me see here. Okay, let's see. So this is a, we'll do a solo rank tier list here. Now solo rank tier list this does not mean this is not reflective of the survivor's strength. This is reflective of how much control you have as a solo player. So Forward broke, Seer broke, Pros broke, Enchantress broke, Weeping broke, Novelist is broke, Patient is broke, Melly is, I think she's fine. I put her B. Batter's broke, Prisoner is A, Grave is broke, Officer broken, Acro carries Toddy's broken Kiter, Wildling Harass broke, Dancer not the best solo, Cowboy A, Perf probably A, Mine's a garbage, Far Lady I'd put in B, Knight I'd put in A, Meteor broke, Archer probably A. Just a little inconsistent. Bald is a really good solo. Finn good, Puppet good. Yeah, I'm about to be A here. Cheers A. Aeroplane is broke. Journalist is A. Composer B. Auntie is S. Professor is A. Lil Chop sucks. Ada is A. Toy Merchant is, post buff is probably B. Painter's B. Postman's B. Barmaid's a B. Embalmer's a B. Mechanic is broken. Actually, I'd put Mechanic. If your teammates are dumb, Mechanic's A tier. If your teammates know what they're doing, Mechanic's S. Cord is S. Priestess is A. Yeah, because her height is just a little low. Merc broke. Explorer is A. Mage is A. Gardener is A. Thief sucks. Lawyer is A. Doc is potentially A in the future. I don't know if post buff. B. Lucky Guy is S. So let me see. Let me try to think about like specifically solo. Patient can rescue and kite, but he cannot harass. He has no support capabilities, so I'd put him A. Forward can support and rescue, but he can't decode. But he's so game changing. Seer can do everything. Prospector can do everything. Enchantress can do everything. Weeping can do everything. Novelist can't harass, but he can support very hard with books, so I'd give him there. Batter can do everything. Grave can technically support with body block shovel, which is really good. Officer is a stupidly good rescuer who decodes fast. Acrobat has Tide. but I'll put him top of A. No, he's just too good at kiter. I can't not. Yeah, he's just too consistent of a kiter. Wildling just has so many tools in his kit. He's so good. Meteorologist is obviously so good. So much utility. Kite support is crazy. Bald, being able to like take your stupid dumb teammate from dying on the ciphers and put them on a different chair, so good. Archer's probably an S, but like the only reason is because the fact that her stuns are a little short. But she is probably an S. Puppet, obviously very good. Finn, very good. Arrow, very good. Anti, very good. Mech, very good. Cord, very good. Merc's lucky. There's like survivors are just so good, bro. That's why there's so many S. Little girl's so good. She can support with her amazing ability. Okay, well, for me personally, would I rather have a little girl page or a freaking batter? I'd rather have a batter. Would I rather have a prospector with 3 magnets that can recharge them or a little girl with 3 pages that can recharge them? Let's see. This one is way more consistent. Buys time. Counters more hunters. Has speed boost in his kit. Little girl has page that the hunter can just sidestep and then kill you afterward. The best thing about little girl is her teleport. It's not her pages or leech. The best thing about little girl is her teleport. That is her best thing. So maybe she can get C tier because her teleport alone. Her teleport can save games, but for the most part, little girl sucks because you just chase the little girl and she dies. Yeah, I think I would say this. I think this is pretty solid. I might want to make like a top 10 list as well, like a top 10 as well, because there's so many S. So this would be for characters that have the most control over your rank match. Forward, Seer, Pros, Anti. No. Cordy. Merc. Lucky Guy. I'm gonna put Archer up in S. Grave. What's this tiers about? This is solo rank. This is not how good a character is. This is how much control they have over a rank match. And if this character is on a team, if you are really good with the character, then you can like help push games into a win. I would also actually probably just say batter as well. He's obviously very difficult to play, but like harassment is just so good. Archer is probably better if we're talking like peak level. So it would maybe be here. But the issue is there's not a lot of good archers. But I think at a fundamental level, Archer is probably top 10. Well, Merc is obviously top 10 because he can eat detention hit. And I think Puppet's likely up here too. But I have to think about it. Because the thing is, like, forward, obviously he can harass. He can completely change the game just by him existing. Like, the Hunter will bring trait. He can run so many different builds. He's so versatile. He's such a good survivor. And he can harass so much. Seer, obviously, giving an L to anybody on the field is so good. And he can push Cypher Rush. He's a good kiter. Just such a good survivor. Prospector, he's on the lower of top 10, but he just has so much control over his over the matches that he's in. Due to the fact that he can harass. And he's a very, very good rank survivor. Very, very good in rank. You need babysitting skills. Yeah, I'm basically like, this is like how much control you have over your match as this survivor. Cause like that's what it is. Like solo ranking is like when you're solo ranking, you want as much control over the match as possible. And these characters tend to have a lot of control. In terms of pushing for wins, I would say something like this. Yeah. But I think if we're talking, I guess I'm thinking of like this is more of a less of a solo rank and more of a solo. I guess this is like soloing the game logic for the, I think I'll put Papa here. This is like solo game logic. No, Merc is up here. Yeah, Merc's up here. This is like solo game logic. If we're talking like solo rank and you want to take Kite kind of thing. The best, like if you want to take kite, like first kite, and you want to solo as like that kiter, Prisoner is one of the best. So is Mechanic. And Cord. Cord and I won't get chased, but Cord's also just like super good. No, Seer's always banned. But Prisoner is like one of the best. Prisoner like is so good solo rank. Because I'm thinking like maybe I should make like a mid-tier level one as well. Because I was thinking that one of like peak tier because you need harassment to win, but in mid tier, these two are insane. Anti's really hard at mid level. Acrobat at mid level is insane. Who else is like broken at mid level? The match is gonna start. Oh, thank you. So I'm trying to think of mid level gameplay, like Griffin, Ali, Mammoth, like what you'd want to play in there. At top level, you need like harassers to win. In mid level, you just need like a good kite, and you basically want to like influence the hunter to chase you, because it's like if you want as much control as possible, you spawn in kiting spots with like the characters that want to get chased, usually, or you play like a very all-rounder type character that is like very versatile. For example, like Meteorologist. Meteorologist will always be really, really good at both rank attorney because of her versatility. She can kite in 2 different ways and adapt to hunters because she has Cloud and Wind Blast, and she can use whichever one's better for the matchup. And then she has the Healing Cloud, which is like versatility, which is really, really good. We're chasing down the Mechanic. If the Mechanic can last even like 40 seconds here, that'll already be good enough. Ideally, she wants to force trait, but... Oh, we're just gonna get on tram. Actually, that's perfect. Yeah, just get on tram. Who cares? Just buy free time by getting on tram. We may actually hit the bot while we're going on over. We'll see. We do see the bot. Will Cheeky go for the bot? We will hit the bot. Yeah, we will hit the bot here. Okay. Maybe it would have been best to like try to hide that bot before we got on the tram there, but it's fine. Blink is ready. We're gonna drop bot here again. Why did we drop bot? Because now she can just go kill the bot. Hello? Okay. I mean, she'll just kill the bot here. Why did we drop bot? Why did we drop bot? I don't understand. I don't understand why we dropped bot there. Because you know you're not going to be able to kite for very long. Not unless, if you had full kite, maybe, because you can fly with the pallet. But I mean, that's still a really good kite. It's just the fact that it's... Now you have no Mechanic Cypher Rush. Goodbye, George. Oh! That's a stuffed rescue. That's a stuffed rescue. He can't make it. Can't make it. Can't make it. Yeah, that's a stuff. This is not... That's a tied Ada. Oh my gosh. I just realized. That is a tied Ada. They're not even going to be able to get the rescue. It's going to take too many resources. I mean, Ada can, but it's going to be double hits. You're going to have to eat 2 hits to get there. Cape. Only because it's Ada. Oh, she does mess up the dash, so that's quite good. Does mess up the dash. This gives Mechanic a chance to rebound. But she can't get on the tram with Tide. Oh, she's just dead. Okay, she's just dead. Gotcha. Yeah, what happened here? I think FL just makes some mistakes. I'm not really sure. I think they just made some mistakes. Cheeky locked in. Oh, Archer. Wait, why? Why are we trying to harass the Mechanic with no items? Hello? What? What? What are we doing? Hello? What? Why are we harassing for the Mechanic with no items? I am confused. I mean, we're buying time, but we burned 3 items for like not the best progress, and now is this not just a loss? They have decent cipher progress, but their health states are really bad. In them, we're gonna heal the archer and die with our psychologist. This means no one's decoding. Why is FL playing so incredibly aggressive? I don't understand. It's like a little sloppy, but also aggressive at the same time. I don't know how to describe it other than that. It just kind of feels like they're using items to use them, without like a plan behind it. I don't know. That's all. That's what I can really see here. Dang, good patience from Cheekin. Actually, that was really good. Just the waiting there, that was really good. Oh, and we missed our arrow. Oh, we missed our crossbow too. Okay, goodbye, cat. Oh. All right, I would have dropped that pallet. Yeah, I would have dropped that pallet. We burned 3 resources just to die. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is a pretty sloppy game from FL. Pretty sloppy game. Ada has no more self-heal. Cheekin should know that. That's the one thing here. Cheekin should know there's no more self-heal on the Ada. And Grave can delay the rescue until after half, which is good, because they can get the Cypher primed, but Cheekin basically needs to force this rescue as early as possible. It's just kind of hard because there's nothing to dash to over there. We do have Cape. We might use Cape here. Yeah, now we're going to use Cape to force. We're going to blink the Grave. We do have the Tide Turner to get out of basement. But will it be enough? That's the big question. Will it be enough? I do not know. We could just go for the Cypher too. I think it was mid. Yeah, mid is the 79% Cypher. Oh my gosh. We already did burn out our TP or our trump cards, so we do know that it's TP and not abnormal, which is good for them. Oh, that's a dead Ada. That is a dead Ada, bro. Bye, Miss Ada. You are cooked. Yep, and she has no self. This should be a 4 elimination. This game was just a little bit too sloppy. We're cheering on the Cypher here too. They're gonna be forced to heal, which means they're not decoding. And Cheekin's already coming after them. I think unless Cheekin messes up, I see no way this isn't 4 elim. Why JP players never finish mid Cypher? A lot of it has to do it because the rescuer usually spawns mid. And if they don't have a game plan where they're able to get the mid Cypher done, then it ends up not getting finished. But yeah, once again, mid Cypher does tend to be just so incredibly dangerous. It really is. Now that should be the kill for Archer, yes? Yeah, that's after half rescue, right? Yeah, that's a 4 elim. That's a 4. At best, a best of 1. I don't know how they get a 1, but it's at best of 1. The issue is they just don't have items. Grave needs to get like syringe, heal up, and then get another chest and get like a elbow pad or something. Like that's like the only way I see them coming back and maybe getting a 1 here. And that's if the Ada doesn't get spotted out immediately. Okay, well, this tied Ada needs to kite for like 30 seconds. He gets an elbow pad. Can he get a syringe to the next chest? The only issue, the next chest is at mid. Or corner house. He could go to corner house for a chest, but he's also going to be seen soon if he doesn't tap a Cypher. Ada's dead. Yep, Ada's dead. I mean, this should be it. We're going to TP back to mid Cypher. Oh, we see blood trail. That's it. GG. GG, GG. You don't see blood trail, dude? No, we do. Wait, dude, he's gonna get on tram. Maybe he actually does get on tram. Yeah, she sees him on tram. Okay. With the cape, we should make it in time. And that will be the kill. Give him a charge attack for good measure. What the? What? Hello? Hello?
かかっている。
How do we miss that?
差はありましたここでマイケン。墓守のダウンと同時に遠く
Dang.
4人釣りを果た
Good
して
4 kill.
みせました
Oh, they just win from that?
これにて2連
What?
続の4人釣り。
I guess that was round 2. What the heck? That was fast.
ことなくこのラウンド2までで
Dang, that set was only like...
ちょっとチキン最強だった。チキン最強
That set was only an hour. Oh my gosh. That's like one of the shortest sets. Sheesh. That was really short. Let me see here. How did he miss that, by the way? Like the hit on the tram? How did he miss that? Because, bro, my hunters in rank will never miss this. Opera hitbox moment. I think it just didn't linger long enough. He did it slightly too early. Yeah, he's at 192, dude. He was at 192. Cheekin was... I like how he's still at 182, even though the game was basically already over. But, you know, I guess it's not over until you see, like, the forest game. I think that's something that, that Shimidi has told me before when he plays in tournaments. Is that, he doesn't believe the result until he actually sees it, like, after the game is over. Because, you know, something could always happen, you know? Something could always happen. Even if a game looks like a tie, something could always happen. Oh, yeah, Peter, 200 heart rate, yeah. I think Roland's also got that high at one point. He was like at 200 in IVS, which is crazy. Crazy how high they get, dude. Will B4U be in tourneys again? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. B4U will be in a lot of tourneys. Actually, the next tournament B4U will be in, I can let you guys know about, will be called Frostbite. It is a community tournament. And they are entering the team as A5U, not B4U. They're entering it as A5U, I think. Which is like discount B4U. And it will be live streamed on Yo7's channel, I believe. Where is Yo7? Let's see. There we go. Yeah, on this channel, there is a... This is Frostbite. I don't know if they have like an announcement for it. Yeah, IDV tournament. It's called Frostbite. They announced it 3 weeks ago, and B4U did sign up. And I think, hold on. Yeah, they're also the host of the Seaside Summer Marina tournament. I commentated for this tournament a little bit, which is pretty cool. And they also played in this one. This is the tournament that ended with B4U versus Omni, which is a really good matchup. It was a really fun match to watch. So pop quiz L pads. Oh, is it? I'm guessing it was the chest. Something to do with the chest, I'm guessing. What did the Gravekeeper dig up? Yeah. Elbow pads. Thank you, guys. But yeah, Yo7 ran this tournament very well. And so I'm really excited for when Frostbite happens. I think if I check my Discord, I think they actually announced Frostbites. Let's see here. Yeah, they announced Frostbites. They have like a really nice artwork for it too. It looks really nice. This is a really nice community tournament. They have 2 different artworks for it. It looks beautiful, dude. It looks really nice, dude. It looks really nice. They put a lot of effort into this tournament, and I forget exactly when it is. I think they have it here. I actually don't know when it starts. I'll be commentating for the tournament a little bit as well. Not a lot of it. I think just a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, they have their own website and everything. It's like really cool. Yo7's a programmer, and I think they actually made a video. Yeah, called "How Our Identified Tournaments Run Behind the Scenes." I haven't actually watched this video yet, but it looks really interesting. So you can like kind of go to the home, see all the stuff. It's like really cool, you know? It's really cool. They put so much effort into the community tournaments. But yeah, look at these are, I guess. Oh, it's next weekend actually. Wow, that's next weekend. So yeah, GSL will be in it. Commentaries just for this match. Like you click on it, you can see the commentaries. I don't think they're listed yet because they're probably still organizing it. But you can see the times, all in PST. It looks like. That's really cool, dude. It looks like they're gonna have 4 each day. It's pretty awesome. So they have, you know, KON. I recognize Watt. They have Omni. They have Amethyst. They have GSL. They have Sky 7. They have A5U, which is, it's just B4U. I think these are all the main teams here. So should be a fun tournament. I'm really excited to watch it. C3, I think I recognize. I don't think I recognize any others though. I don't recognize BIN, BNY. I don't know if I recognize is that Innovators? I don't remember. Why did they change the name? It's not permanent. It's just for this tournament. It's literally just for this tournament. They entered. Funnily enough, it's funny that you say that. In their other community tournament, they entered as Team Frogfin. They literally entered as Team Frogfin. It was really funny. They weren't B4U. They were just Team Frogfin. It was quite silly. It was still the same. It was still the same players, but oh, Ghostly, your team is BIN. Ah, okay. Happy to see that you're entering the tournament. I'll have to keep an eye out. Are you surviving or are you hunting? 'Cause I know you play both factions. Are you doing server hunter? They should enter as Team Cookies 44. Yeah, they should. They should be Team Cookies 44. Yeah. Green secret alt Cookies 44. Oh, it's so funny. You're hunter? Gotcha. A Fool's Golden tournament? Yeah, I don't know. I think last time to do a Fool's Golden tournament was iAlien. And it was a 3 escape. Unfortunately. Will I vlog my trip? Yes, I will. I think oh dang, 99. I think all 4 of us will be vlogging. So Schmitty, Sprinter, Kudo, and myself will all be vlogging our trip. Cause I know for sure I'm like gonna be vlogging it a lot. I have to pick up a new DSLR though first. Because I want like some high quality footage. I don't want to just record it on my phone. That would be so garbage. I do have a decent DSLR, but it's like really old. And I think I want like a newer one. You have a vlog channel? Not necessarily. But I will probably do 2 different ones. Depending on my timing. I'll probably do one personal one and then one IDV related one. One will just be like chilling in Japan. The other one will be chilling in IDV Japan. You're so low on Logic Path? Yeah. The thing was I didn't play a lot this season because yeah, let's see. Yeah, I'm like I played half as much as I usually do because I'm not at 3,600, but I think I'd usually be like around here, like where Roland is. I'd be like around where Roland is usually, like 3,000 by the end. But I didn't rank for like 3 weeks or like nearly a month due to a lot of different things. I also got sick for like a week and a half, so I barely was able to play the game then. And then what else? Several other things. It's been a very busy season because there was a lot of behind the scenes stuff. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff the past couple months, so I was not really able to get as high as I usually do. When Nightwatch was meta, aka or Akka played him on arms and got a 3-kill with him. Yeah, I missed the day. I missed the day when Akka, or when not just Akka was meta, but when Nightwatch was meta. I remember when Kuga was playing Nightwatch back when he was broken, he was getting 4 kills on Hospital like crazy. No. Alright, I don't think I'll watch all of Zeta versus Scars, but I'll probably watch at least a little bit of it. I'll probably watch until round 2. I don't know if it'll end round 2, but I'll probably end it round 2. Yo, my rando predictions that I did, looks like I got one of them right. Awesome. The season is about to reset, and you have more than permitted number of dice. Please use some before the season ends. I just did. Night and Scam, I just did. I hope I actually get something from my final essences, dude. I really do. I really do. I really need it. Bro, we have Asian games next year, too. Oh, man. Tournaments are gonna go crazy next year. Because if we got IVC and Asian games, oh man. We're gonna have so many tournaments. Although I've heard allegedly IVS is supposed to be replaced with Asian games, but I don't know for sure. Should still be really exciting though. Quite exciting. You missed the no detention part of the Nightwatch? Oh, really? Ah, no, I guess I kind of believe that. What was it? Inso confined or confined Trump or something? Or was it like confined only with like Max Berserk? Probably confined something, because Nightwatch still got looped a lot on arms, I'm guessing. That I can imagine. No detention Nightwatch on Arms Factory? That is, yeah. Kind of crazy. I've gotten that a couple times where I do like confined Inso for like a super risky build. Confined Inso Nightwatch is like really fun, honestly. It is really, really fun to play. Because like you play Confined Inso and it's like, oh my gosh, Nightwatch is actually decent. He's actually not half bad with Confined Inso. And then you reach like late game and you're like, uh-oh, I'm cooked. If you bring Confined Inso, like you should get kills really fast. Isn't he bad on the map? Nightwatch? Yeah, he's not that good on arms. Nightwatch on arms is tie at best in tourney. And then on hospital, in tourney, Nightwatch. I was asking Aaron. Basically, Aaron was telling me like a while back what Nightwatch's best results were on most maps. He said, Chinatown, he can 4 kill. Ever Sleeping, Moonlit, he can 3 kill. Everything else is tie. Arms Factory is tie at best, and then Hospital is at best a 1 kill. Which is crazy, bro. When he told me that, I was like, yeah, you know, I get it, bro. At best a 1. But that's of course tourney. But it's just like, you know, kind of judging the strength of the character. Nightwatch is tie unless against WBG. Yeah. My glorious Draw King. My Draw King Nightwatch. How the matches going for so far today? They've been all right. Not the most interesting matches, but not really bad either. It's been a lot of hullabaloo, and I'm kind of burnt out on hullabaloo, to be honest with you. But it does make sense why they still play him, because again, it's like if serves mess up, hullabaloo just wins, basically. Nightwatch Hospital's so scared. Yeah, it's quite an annoying matchup, because there's just so many pallets that are just so annoying for him, and there's so many like double pallets. The thing that's really like that Nightwatch hates is like pallets right next to each other that like form a loop, because Nightwatch is very weak to getting looped. So if there's any form of like double pallets that create a loop, he has to break at least one of them, which means he can't jump over it, which can be really annoying. And there's just so many of those on Hospital. Chasing Ruins against a Nightwatch, I mean, without confined space, like you're gonna be like the God Window just kills him. It quite literally just kills him. He would need to like burn out an item before being able to get a hit. It's just so difficult. So difficult for a Nightwatch on Hospital. But Chinatown Nightwatch, that's not bad. Chinatown Night Watch, not bad. But then again, you know, if survivors are playing transitional characters, which you should be playing on Chinatown because you need to like get distance, then you can maybe get away from him. Yeah, Uni, what the heck? Don't you go crazy with the Finn and Puppet? What the heck? Yeah, I want to see more Bald Hamitsu. I want to see him play Bald Bro again, truly. I want to see more Bald Bro. Bro, I want to see where'd the Bald Bro gameplay, bro? We were playing like Bald Bro like crazy week 1 and 2, and now there's no more Bald. Bald's like gone, bro. He's still there like sometimes, but he's also getting banned a few times as well. I miss Bald. Should you save items for first kite or save possible for rebound? That is a good question. It really depends on where you are, what your team is, and what the hunter is. So a good example would be like, let's say you're a patient and you only have 3 hooks, but your team comp is little girl, doc, psych. Okay, that comp is like pretty bad. So you have 2 options. One, you can maybe try to rebound because there's nobody who's gonna have Tide Turner. Like a good thing is if your team doesn't have Tide, which is very common in rank, which is really annoying for some reason. People don't bring Tide Turner in rank. You might want to save an item to rebound with. However, if you do have a Tide Turner on your team, which should always be the case, you should always try to burn as many of your items to survive as long as possible first kite. Unless your item gets countered by blink. For example, barmaid drink. If you get hit as a barmaid, and you have a drink but blink is ready, it is best to actually not go for that drink a lot of the time, unless you are 100% confident you can kite out the drink. That's a good example of like you'd want to save that for a rebound. But in general, as a general rule, you want to use all your items as much as possible during first kite, because first kite is like what determines a match. Because here's the logic of a standard IDV game. If you 3-cypher kite, you can watch this in more detail in the video I did with Aaron. But if you 3-cypher kite as a survivor, unless you're up against like the big 4 hunters, you should win. If your team comp is properly set up, if everybody plays well, you should win. At worst, you should tie. If it's a 3-cypher kite. Because what happens is, let's say you burned out all your items, rescuer comes in, you die with Tide Turner away from ciphers. Ciphers are now 50 and 50 when the second rescuer comes in. Second rescuer comes in, they get the rescue, and then the ciphers are like 80 and 80. And all you have to do now is just have the rescuer body block or support with their items while you have nothing. And then they just keep you alive, and then you just have to attempt to kite like 10-15 seconds during endgame. That way you can buy enough time for the gates to open. That's like the standard 3-cypher kite logic. If you are able to 3-cypher kite by burning all your items, do it. 3-cypher kiting is so important. Because if you get 3-cypher kited against like most standard hunters, if you get a 3-cypher kite, you should win. At worst, tie. Like if the hunter is like a super heavy camping hunter, maybe like Bonbon, okay, you're probably gonna tie. Or if it's like a meta hunter, you might probably gonna tie. If it's Dream Witch, you might tie because of her map pressure. Ivy, you might tie. But if it's like a Night Watch, if you 3-cypher cut a Night Watch, bro, that Night Watch should lose every time. Like there's like no coming back. He should always lose. Did I do predictions? Yes, I did. I got them done. Geisha, if you 3-cypher kite Geisha, she should lose. You know, stuff like that. If you have the right team comp. That's why I say Tide Turner is so important. That's why I also like Double Tide. Double Tide is really stupid. Because if you 3-cypher kite and you get Double Tide off, the last 2 ciphers are free. And you guarantee nearly guarantee a 4 endgame if you're able to get both successful rescues. So like if you 3-cypher cut a Night Watch and there's Double Tide, that Night Watch is getting a 1 kill. And then don't even get me started on harassment too. And with all the survivor buffs, with rescuing being faster, it's going to be more consistent. What's a good tip to win it against Nightwatch? To win against Nightwatch? Okay, well, the best way to think about it is you have to recognize how a Nightwatch wins games. Nightwatch can win a game in very few possible ways because he is a chase hunter and that's about all he has. He has to get a very fast down initially. That is one way he can win. He has to stuff a rescue, double down, or chair on a cipher. That's it. That's all he has. That's it. Double down, stuff rescue, or chair on cipher. Otherwise, he's tying in most cases. So what Nightwatch will try to do, how Nightwatch camps is he proxy camps. You'll see me doing this a lot when I play Nightwatch. I'm not very good at it. But you'll try to spot out the rescuer, hit them, and then go for a dash or wind to double hit them so they can't get the rescue. Nightwatch proxy camp is actually pretty decent, but his like actual camp is like terrible. It's like garbage. So bad. Because all he has is basic hits. The most he can do is like pull you away and then just try to terror shock. But he doesn't really have like any projectiles or any items to help him really camp necessarily. His camp is quite bad. And against most, if you have a good rescue on your team, like if you have Grave, Arrow, Merc, like you're not cutting them off. Like it's too hard as a Nightwatch. So basically Nightwatch requires Cyrus to die on chair, or die on ciphers rather. If you die on a cipher, Nightwatch can win. And if the rescue gets double downed, Nightwatch can also win as well. You're a Nightmare who can turn 3-man endgames into 4 kills. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what Nightmare does. Yeah, that's kind of what Nightmare does. Nightmare's very notorious for being very early game, late and mid game, but his late game is like really scary. That's kind of his thing. But yeah, Nightwatch is a chase hunter, and he doesn't really have the best camp, and he has 0 map pressure. Like, I'm talking literally 0 map pressure. He cannot, or in cipher pressure. The only way is with chair on cipher. That is it. Nightwatch is a decent hunter, but relies on survivor mistakes. Yeah, Nightwatch at the end of the day is just like a really, really good definition of tie. He's just really good at tying because he has good chase, and he's able to usually secure a 60-second down. Because his chase is pretty decent. But if there's like Nightwatch that got him, oh yeah, no, Nightwatch is, oh yeah, mid tier Nightwatch broke. Nightwatch is like S tier and mid tier. Yeah, Nightwatch broken in mid tier, absolutely busted, because nobody knows how to kite him. So like everybody, like, you play Nightwatch against like Elks, they don't know what to do. Like they can't kite him. On average, you know, some of those Elks go crazy, bro. Some Elks are cracked. But I would say like your average Elk, you play Nightwatch into them, they can only kite like 30 seconds. But you play Nightwatch into a peak tier, and they can 3 cipher kite you very consistently unless you bring Blink. Novelist Anti, look at that, the goat Kazuneko with the awesome characters. But I do like Nightwatch a lot because he's a very good character to learn the game with, because he's easy. He teaches you really good fundamentals about Hunter and how to be patient with your resources. And he's also just fun. He's also quite fun. He's a very good beginner hunter to learn the game with, and he's a really good hunter to like learn fundamentals with. So I would recommend, if you guys don't play Hunter and you want to learn how to get better as Hunter, Nightwatch is a very, very, very good character to start off with. Very good character. Especially since you're gonna win a lot. If you like get the basics down with him and you're like, you know, below Griffin, or I should say Manticore. If you're like Manticore and below, you're going to be winning a lot with Nightwatch. In Manticore and below. Do I think Nightwatch played more in Koa because of buffs? I kind of had the same question. I don't know for sure. But I do think that Specialists will be really happy about the buffs, though. For me, Naiad is like... She's a little scary now because I have to always be ready for when that dash is up. It's a 40-second cooldown now, so I don't think it's going to be enough to like completely change her. But I think she went from like a TIE Hunter with like kind of mediocre chase to a TIE Hunter with a little bit better chase. I think the biggest thing that's going to be like interesting about Nide is being able to like pull back Harpoon, and while the Harpoon is on cooldown, you can enter fish form immediately for another water boost. And I think that utility, when used properly, can be very deadly. But it's a little too new, and I still need to see more data. I need to see more data on it, because it'll make her camp scarier. It'll make her chase scarier, because he can kind of just explode out of nowhere as a fish, which is quite scary. What would you recommend, or who would you recommend learning as a hunter after you've gotten decent with Night Watch? After you've gotten decent with Night Watch, that's a good question. Technically, I would say Opera would be a really good character to transition to, because you'd be going from a speed-based easy character who's not meta, who's more of just a TIE Hunter, to a speed-based character that is meta, but is a lot more technical. The issue is, Opera, you kind of need 40 ping or less to be able to play her well. If you have 40 ping or higher, or if you have like above 40 ping, she's not going to be optimal. She'll be too slow. For me, with my 73 MS Opera, I can tie, but I cannot win. It's too difficult. Like, I can win with like player diff, but it's so hard chasing with 73, because it's too stuttery, it's too laggy, and my dashes are eaten. My inputs are eaten, and I mess up dashes way more often. When I have like my god ping with Opera, I mess up dash maybe twice a game. When I have 73, I mess up dash like 9 to 10 times a game, which is a lot. A lot. What buff would I give to Ithaca? I think if I were to give him any buff, I would give him a slight cooldown adjustment. Maybe make his wind like 13 seconds instead of, or sorry, 12 seconds instead of 13. And then maybe give him a slight hitbox adjustment, because his hitbox is kind of mid. He kind of needs a bit of a hitbox adjustment. But I don't think I kind of like Nightwatch being where he is, because I think he's like a very good beginner level hunter that isn't like super overpowered. He's a really good I think he's a really good character to learn the game with and learn to play against. I really do like Nightwatch, because I think he has a very good character design, like gameplay design. It's another reason why I think Joseph is a well-designed character for low tier and casual play, because what Joseph does is he teaches you how to work as a team. That is the only good thing I'll ever say about Joseph, is he teaches survivors, he kind of forces survivors to work as a team. Which is why he can be very disruptive in peak tier rank. Even though he's not like good, he's not a good character, he's just very disruptive, and if you're not working as a team, you will lose. Yeah, he for me, Joseph, he's just a raid boss. That is what Joseph is to me. He's not a real character, he is a raid boss gimmick. Because if you play fundamentally perfect on paper versus Joseph, the Joseph should always lose. It's the thing that Schmitty said, where as long as you have like one person constantly stalking the Joseph and telling people where he is and where to die, the Joseph should never win. Like there's a guaranteed 3 escape strategy to use against Joseph in tournaments, but it needs like 4-man VC to work, and good awareness and positioning. So that is Joseph. That's why for me, he's not a real character. He is just a gimmick. He is a raid boss gimmick to me. But I do think he's a very good like character to play against in low tier, because again, he does teach you good lessons. Like that's what I like when I say that I like a character's like game design, it means that I like them from a gameplay perspective that is able to teach you something about the game that I think is just really cool. That's why I liked Opera Singer, because Opera Singer's release fundamentally changed the way that survivors play the game, and I find it to be very cool. Like survivors, when Opera Singer came out, had to optimize their movements and their death spots and their tide turner usages and their character usages so much, which was not previously done that often, to my knowledge. The update wasn't as bad for hunters as people thought. People overreacted. I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I think the biggest thing was just the fact that it was just so much at once, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, hunters can still, like, perform. It's just the fact that it was just so many changes at once. And all those, like, small changes are going to add up. I mean, just today in Demon King tournament, the perfumer buff actually made the difference between a 3 or a tie and a 3 out. We were watching Team Bingus, I think it was. They were using the buff perfumer. And because of buff perfumer, they were actually able to secure a 3 escape instead of a tie. And I was like, man, if this was played last week, this was a tied game, but now it's a 3 escape. All because of the perfumer buff. That's crazy. If you play Nightmare, please try more drop-down tricks. They're so fun to do. Oh yeah, where you cancel your landing lag with the Nightmare dash. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It is quite fun. Quite fun. Oh yeah, don't remind me about Peter Rattray. Oh man, I still gotta play him. Still gotta play him, dude. Still gotta play him. Granny coming out here, huh? Why everyone hates perfumer player? It's like kind of a meme that... obviously this is not the case. This is just like a... It's like a cliche, but perfumers tend to be... this is like, again, not all perfumers. People don't like perfumer because she tends to... Like, perfumer players tend to be very toxic. That is like the cliche for perfumer. People don't like her because like their players tend to be really toxic. That's the biggest thing. Same with little girl players. It's like people always are just like, oh, the player base for little girl tends to be like really toxic. It's just bad experiences with people that just... It's literally just confirmation bias of like, because every character can be toxic. It's not the character, it's just the player. It's just confirmation bias on popular characters like perfumer, and it's just like people all gather together to just say, yeah, the perfumers are toxic because we all had a toxic perfume in our match, and she's popular. That's why you're not going to see like a toxic... People are going to be like, oh, Aeroplanets players aren't toxic, because there are no Aeroplanets players. You know? But it's like you see perfumers everywhere because she's such a popular character. And the more you're exposed to a character, the more you're exposed to, you know, the more often you'll see a toxic one. And you're more, because our brains are so focused on negative things, you're more likely to remember the negative than the positive. And then with confirmation bias, all that like psychological stuff, it just kind of leads to the, it leads to the overall general view of certain characters to be very negative, such as perfumer. That's just kind of how it is. In reality, though, there is not like a character that is toxic. It's just players playing their character. It's players that are toxic. Characters are not toxic. That's my viewpoint personally. That is my personal viewpoint. Did we undaunted the Vine? I think we did. Interesting. He's gonna have to use second Lewis here. Yeah. Oh, Granny cooking, bro. Hold on, Granny cooking. Oh, you could have just swung, bro. What the heck? All right, he's just being forced to burn all his Lewises at once here. What the heck? Oh, bye, Lewis. Bye, Lewis. Okay, Warp's ready for the Granny. Vine time. Oh, good Vine dodge. Very good Vine dodge. Dodge the chips. He should be dead here, though. Yep. Pretty decent kite, honestly. Pretty decent kite for just kind of spamming the spamming the Lewis there. And he'd have 3 extra seconds on that kite if this was If this is buff puppet.
ダブルダウン無理やり使用
Because
し
of
ていい
the
くらいの
9-second puppet for some reason. I don't know why they made it 9
そして
seconds.
救助に来て
Why did
い
they
るの
buff
は
puppet, bro?
さあ
Why
マ
did
ジ
they
シャ
buff
ンですね
puppet?
ドリス危機一髪を今回は所持している
Plus, another thing when it comes to tourney as well. Oh, we're gonna try to stuff. That actually is a stuff. That's a really good warp.
はい
That is a stuff.
ついで 0.5 ダメージを与えてステッキ
Dang, the
を
rescues are kind of bad today from the survivors.
さあ
Not the
こうなる
best.
と半分は超えて
Oh,
の
misclick.
救助になります
一旦崩すこ
Be
とはできま
careful,
したね
Cosmetic.
そうですねさあ
Be
カバーに来ていたのは
careful.
カズネコ柔術師です1ダメージを与えてから
Wait, she has Vine. She has Vine.
さあフライホイールありますね
Ooh, someone's dying. I don't know who it is, but someone's dying. Oh, the pallet stun! Dang!
一度類になれる時間は稼げま
What
した
a pallet stun! Oh my gosh, that timing?
さあ残り暗号機は4台です
That was actually kind of crazy.
構えているここをうまく避けていく
Lewis?
一度類になっていきます
Lewis, use your Lewis blast.
解散しているので立て直しの
Lewis,
時間を
use
はめ
Lewis
てちゃんと作っていきたい
blast.
うんただこの障害物
Yeah, he's dead. That right there is what I call a guaranteed death.
はい
There's just no more mind games to be played. That is just guaranteed.
もう板ガン無視の穴開けでした、
Guaranteed.
さあ残り暗号機は2台となっておりますが同時に
Okay,
負傷
bye,
が広がっている現在です
Lewis. He's
使用
dead.
2回で一度マジシャン移りましたが回復は間に合って
Cypher
いま
Rush
す
not bad. They're about 50% behind though. But with rotation, I think it should be okay. We have 1-1 mage with no borrowed. We have 2 stun enchantress with no borrowed. The no borroweds might hurt them a little bit here.
そしてステッキは一つ持っている状況です
Might
同
hurt
じく墓地で
here.
のチェイス自然取引はステッキで回避
Huh?
さあ板間に入ることができました、
はいこの時間にこの
Weird.
8割の動きを上げることができれば、まだまだ4人、3人通電という目処は立つんですけども
Oh, bye, Delisu. Dang, the chips are crazy from the
ここま
granny.
で取り切っていったぶりようです
Granny cooking, bro. Granny is cooking. Although, Kazneko did get a couple of stuns there, which is quite good
まあそしてカズネコがこの
for the
マジシャンを
serves.
き
We do have a couple of stuns thanks to the Enchantress healing effect. Why are they courting themselves so much? I think they're trying to die away from ciphers, that's the reason. Yeah, but now we're gonna swap to Kazuneko, and we use. I like how Burio already has the stun reduction ready, just in case it was gonna be an instant 3-stack onto Kazuneko. Ooh, scary, very scary. Drop into basement, wow. And then we 3-stack out. That was really smart from Kazuneko, actually. That was incredibly smart. Dropping into basement to avoid the vine. Oh, almost got some crazy chips though. I think we just barely missed it. Oh, we got some more chips. Chips. Potato chip. Can we get a flywheel here? Cheeky flywheel. Cheeky flywheel. Flywheel. Beautiful flywheel, Kazuneko. You're cooking, bro. And we're going back to graveyard. Everyone's just going to graveyard, bro. Oh my gosh. Everybody be going to graveyard. Ah, that's going to be the down there. Okay. He did die away from the 50% Cypher, though, which is really good. The graveyard's here for the rescue. Delisu can get on the Cypher. He might just go for Delisu. We may just go for Delisu. We'll see. We may just go to Delisu. Oh yeah, Lion ranks with Nocturne a lot, I believe. I think they rank a lot together. Ooh, the freebie? Nice. Body block? Good. Oh. Now we're gonna go Cypher, yeah. Delisu has nothing but flywheel.
そして手負いのマジシャンドリスを追っていく
Hmm.
うまくインコースをついて囚われないようにはしていましたしここでの板当ては成功です
これが強いチームサバイバーが稼ぎ切るチームですよね
Open the wall.
はい
Wow, he flywheeled into the chips, bro. Dude, people are not ready for the granny. I can't even lie. People are not ready for granny. They just aren't. They just are not. Burrio's actually gonna let the Cypher get primed. I'm surprised he didn't try to like greed for it, but I guess it is grave. Did we just pop? We do, yeah, because he's dead on chair. That's probably why he wanted the kill, so he gets the 3. He will TP, and he's correct in doing so. And that should be the 3 kill. Unless Kazuneko wants to just become God Neko again real quick. Kazuneko, become God Neko! Become God Neko! Do it! Kazuneko, use your Kazuneko blast! Do it, Kazuneko!
さあ今墓守がゲートを着手
Use
して
your
います。
cosmetic
まもなく開幕する
blast.
というところ。
The
こ
stun?
れ避け切りますね。はい。さあ十分な時
He's
間
actually like
を与える
he's
考え
actually
で
doing really well here, but unfortunately he is
ゲートが開い
trapped.
た墓守の脱出は
Hey,
可能となり
there
ま
should
す。
fundamentally be no way that Cosneco escapes
プレイ
this
ホイールが
area.
間もなく帰ってくる時間ですけれども、今回
Oh,
ハッチ
he's
が
escaping the
道込んで
area.
すか。ただ採石バイバイがまだある。プレイホイールからさあ電車
Oh my
ギリギリ
gosh.
のところでした。
Cosneco?
うまい誘導だった
Ah,
んです
that's
け
it,
ど
yeah.
選手も対応しましたね。
はい。
That'd be it. That'd be it.
かな
That
り
is
冷静な
gonna
一撃
be
はい。
さあ
the
今回
3 kill.
は3釣り3ポイントからのスタート
What a
と
good
なり
3 kill.
ます。
Oh my goodness.
さあまさかの雑貨ショッ
Well played then. You love getting matched with Hydras and Evil Dragons as a Griffin quick match. It's so fun. Oh, trust me, it goes the other way too. When I was playing Hunter the other day, bro, on QM, I'm just like I'm chilling there as my trash sculptor, and I just like I see peak tier champion like Alicorn, and I'm like, bro, I am literally bottom of Manticore. Can I not get match at peak tiers real quick? Oh, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Average amount of stars per person has increased since top 1 Asia server almost has 500 stars. Oh my gosh, dude, Koa season with stars? Oh my. Dude, it's gonna go crazy. I mean, I'm honestly quite proud of NEU, our top 4, because they actually have like these are like Asia stars, bro. Especially Lion and Nocturne. Like these guys, oh man. 294 stars, bro. It's crazy. And this is Lions. I think they lost a match. They went down a star, but crazy, dude. It's absolutely insane. S1 server and Asia server has 500 stars. Yeah, I saw. I was doing Spectate the Pros, I think, the other day. It's ridiculous. I think it's because they get more points for winning now. I think that's the biggest thing. You get more points for winning now. And they're just winning more often. And you get more points for a draw. I think that's the other reason as well. It's 4 points for a draw instead of 1, so that also helps. So think about that with Koa season, dude. Oh man, because in Koa season, people are gonna be playing all 3 sessions, like consistently. Like that's crazy, dude. Crazy. Yeah, 56 with that percent stars. It's really good. Yeah. Oh, pop quiz answer. Yeah, let me do that real quick.
からこの
Nocturne was S1 composer in China, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think they have played in China before, is what Lion was. Bro, I literally, someone told me the answer and I looked at S1 and my brain was like, oh, click 1 because S1. Oh man, I maybe I'm just too tired for this. My brain is not braining today, bro. Oh, you can tell I'm tired, bro, because I'm just not paying attention. Oh man. My brain is cooked, bro. I am cooked. First Kirby, yeah. You can tell how tired I am, bro. Like it is. Oh man, it is tough. it is. We are cooked out here, bro. We are cooked. Absolutely cooked. Normally I pay better attention than that, but this is what happens when you don't get much sleep and work non-stop for like 2 weeks. Your brain stops braining during the night. Night owl event? Yeah, truly. It's mostly just because of all the stuff that's happening. There's just so much stuff. So much stuff. Both in IDV and other stuff as well. Quite sleepy. I'll probably watch round 2 and then I'll probably go snooze. I think that's my plan. I'll watch round 2 of this, and if a team wins, cool. If not, I'm gonna snooze. I just want to see if round 2 will be interesting. Or wait, that wasn't round 2, was it? That was round 1, right? Yeah, that was round 1. That was round 1. Second half, I believe. Yeah. Or no, that was just round 1 first half. Never mind. Yeah, it's just pick Granny, right? So we still need second half. You'll start mixing Kirby Air Riders with IDV and then with Zelda. I did use the Kirby Air Riders music today. Dang, Peter, with those stats. Hello? I was using some of the Kirby Air Riders music in the Demon King stream today. That was fun. What was I talking? I was talking about something else. I forget what it was. I think it was like Lion being cracked at the game or something. Yeah, Lion's goated, bro. 57% win rate, and you have like 130 MS average. It's crazy. Bro, if Lion had like 10 ping, he'd probably have like 65% win rate. I'm not even kidding. His win rate would probably be just insane. I'm actually so curious to see what B4U's win rate's gonna look like next season, because they're gonna be ranking together. It might be a little bit lower than average just because they have to rank so much that they're not gonna get like good teammates all the time. But if they're able to like, and that's the issue. I guess no, with Visitor it might be easier now, because I think all the top teams are gonna go Visitor now, so that they can't like throw each other's matches. Yeah, they're gonna have to go Visitor as well. Actually, wait, Inspectate the Pros, they don't show up as Visitor, right? Yeah, they don't, I'm pretty sure, so I can still see them, which is cool. When can we 1v1? I can show you cool nightmare trick. Cool nightmare tricks? What kind of cool nightmare tricks? Never see my ping in a green color? That's a shame. Visitor, yeah, whenever you rank in high tier, you can put your name to just say Visitor 1, 2, 3, or 4. So that people don't know it's you. Yo, even Peter's tired. Look at him, he's yawning. So a lot of top teams in NAEU, to give you a glimpse of what like competitive NAEU looks like, because there's not a lot of teams, all the top teams are extremely, extremely secretive. I think in Japan and China, like a lot more teams are willing to share information. Maybe not like specific strats that only they know about, but like usually, especially since they're playing in like, you know, in IVL, autumn, and summer, they usually tend to be a bit more open about their strategies and like what their characters are that are good. And they kind of are showcasing it all the time. Whereas NAEU, there's very little opportunities for them to play. So the less information you have about a team, the better. So most teams tend to be extremely secretive, and they don't want like that, because the less information you have on a team, the less prep time basically you have to counter it. So most NAEU teams take keeping their identities or their strategies very secretive and very serious. This also creates a lot of bad blood between top level NAEU teams as well, and it becomes like a game of like backstabbing and who's gonna, you know, who's gonna snitch to other teams about somebody. That's what that's why I don't want to get involved with like that kind of, and to a certain extent. I mean, I do know that Beat Free lets me watch their practice sessions, but I don't really tell much of what I see in those. I guess it's because I'm just friends with them, but like I would be worried to ever like watch another team and then have them think that I might like blab about their secrets or their strategies to like anybody else. Because like the only two teams that I've seen practice outside of my own is GSL and B4U. That's the only ones. And it would be really cool to see other teams' practices, but I don't want to create bad blood between teams by having like access to multiple teams' practice sessions. Because the more that I do that, the more that people will probably be like, oh, this guy blabbed, this guy snitched, you know? And I don't want to be that guy. Most top teams already have good players, so even qualifying for top 8 is quite hard, yeah. So like, you have to get to top 8 by beating out all these other teams, and you also have to be secretive about your good stuff. B3 has good relationships and scrims with JP teams, right? Yeah, no, it's typically just an NAEU thing. This is an NAEU thing. A lot of the teams in the pro scene, like in Koa, most teams, I would say, on average, have good relationships with each other. They're good sports, they're good rivals, and because they're always trading members around, like secrets kind of spread around, strategies kind of spread around, and it's more of just like a It's like it's so fast paced for them that like there's no reason to like keep a secret because like, you know, you're gonna have to show it off in a tournament soon, right? So there's not really like secrets to keep as much. I think the biggest thing, oh wow, wheel. The biggest thing would be like coaching. I think that's like one of the biggest things is like coaching secrets and coaching strategies. That's probably one of the more things that teams keep more secretive. But again, it does get passed on as players are traded, of course. But it's the same thing with like, you know, B4U Omni. You know, B4U Omni, they're very professional with each other, which is very good. But they're also very secretive with each other as well. Like they don't really tend to tell each other like what their good characters are. I mean, because B4U and Omni compete so often, most people know what their teams are. And again, those two teams do usually remain very professional with each other. But they're not like professional enough to say, hey, here's all of our strategies laid out, because, you know, what if they have to compete against each other, you know? They're the two best teams in NAEU, and only one can take the spot a lot of the time, because it's usually single elimination when it comes to NAEU. So, you know, it's like you gotta do what you gotta do. You can't tell them your secrets for both B4U and Omni, and that's the same with other teams too. I try to be as secretive as possible with it. And the only reason why I can watch B4U and GSL both is because I won't. They trust me enough, which is very nice of them. They trust me enough to know not to like spread it to other teams if I'm specifically watching a practice that should not be spread. Really, I guess that's the best way to explain it. But, you know, if I were to, like, you know, go watch Mushin's team, and then I'm going to go watch, like, Omni, and then I go watch B4U, it's like, okay, I just watched 3 practice teams. We can't trust this guy because he's just going to blab about all our strategies. You know? And I don't want to be that guy. Because for me, I want to be on the side of just NAEU in general. I don't want to be on the side of, like, you know, one specific team. Like, I have teams with friends on them, but I don't want to, like, bias that, because at the end of the day, as a representative for NAEU, I want to like be unbiased toward the whole of NAEU. Did I see that QS was confirmed to be 315 in Andrew's game? I did hear about that. Yes, I did hear about that. I think a lot of people were talking about that. Although I don't know much lore in regards to 315, but I did see a lot of people discussing it recently. Let's see here. Tide, Flywheel Officer, Tide, Borrowed Officer, Puppet, Full Kite, Patty, Healing on Patty, Officer, Weber's Law, Puppet, Palette, Stunning Novelist, and Audience Effect on everybody here as well. Wheel with Inso, Trump, Rage, Want to Order, and I think a couple other things here. So Peddler, 3K, and then Peter Wheel in round 1. Why? Now, why would we do that? Now, why would we do that, Peter? Why would we do that, buddy? That was, why would we do that? What is 315? 315 is the lore identity for characters. I think the 3 stands for what game it is, or like the first number stands for what game it is. The second number is like if they were drugged or not, and the 5th number is like what participant they are in said game. I think that's right. I could be wrong, but it's something like that. Oh, the trap! She's dead. Ooh, what a good trap from Peter. Dang. Dang. Where can I watch this after you leave for the night? You gotta see what happens to Zayden and Scars. It is on this channel. If you literally just look up IDVJP, this channel should show up. It is currently live streaming, and it looks like this. And you can watch it there. Or you can watch it... I know the match is going right now. You can just click here and then watch it through here, and you can click it by like loading it through here. I think there's like a YouTube link in the in-game IDV. That's the best way you can get it. Anyway, we had a very standard rescue there from the officer, it looks like, and the Enchantress is getting away. Ooh, the traps from Peter today. Hello. Hello. Do you know Peter and Akka were both 16 when they joined comp? I did know about Peter. I did not know that about Akka, though. Did not know that about Akka. But yeah, I did know about that with Peter because Peter was
今回この墓場を
Uh,
回していたということで、
I think Peter will actually be turning 18 for this Koa, but I believe Peter is still 17 right now. So Peter is quite young and like he's one of the best hunters in the world, that's why I'm really excited for Peter, because he's one of the best hunters in the world at such a young age. Oh, we canceled the full presence with a 3-stack. That's really good. So I'm really excited to like see Peter in the future. Gonna blink here. Yep. Very good. Very clean blink. Oh, Peter is already 18? Okay, never mind. I didn't know what Peter's birthday was. Okay. So yeah, Peter, yeah, so regardless, Peter is like, he just turned 18. So depending on how his love for the game and what he plans on doing with his future, you know, you never know because esports is such a fleeting career. But like he could compete for like, you know, another 5 years, and having another 5 years under your belt. Like imagine Peter now, and imagine Peter 5 years from now with like 5 more years of experience. Like, oh man, like he's already this good. Imagine him with even more experience. My goodness. Like Peter will just be best hunter in the world, like guaranteed. He just will be.
違う暗号機のやつをかけていきます。ここは 91% ですかね。中央が。いや、S 字が 91%。
Peter holding the phone to his face. I mean, you kind of have to. I think most pros do kind of do that, or they hold it so close to their face, because they're looking for every last little detail. I think Schmitty does that too. He'll like take his glasses off and look really close at the screen. Peter really does go. I think what a lot of wheels are doing, Peter included, and I keep seeing, is he's going for like the insta trap. Like the second you get a wheel form, just throw a trap, because it's kind of unreactable. Makes it the reaction time very difficult. So PC esports, their monitors are always so close to their face. Yeah, it's like because you got to be right on top of it to see like every last little detail. That's what happens when it comes to like esports, because you gotta like some people literally look at just animations just to see, or like slight animation changes in body language to be able to like get the best results. For example, like in FPS games, I think people will like look at the body language of a character model that's moving, and they can see like a shift in the animation of like to know that they're going to be moving like left or right or something. That's why they always pay like super close attention to those animations so they can get better accuracy and whatnot. That's gonna be the down. Ciphers are 70 and 90. We're gonna chair. This is looking like a tie though. Looking like a tie because no detention. Looking like a tie. Alright, we're just gonna do the classic wheel. Just sit at the chair. Sit at the chair. Sit at the chair. Sit at the chair. My name is Peter. I will sit at the chair. He only gains by sitting here because he'll get 3 peepers. Okay. Full presence. Book. Pop. Yup. Good. Good. Now you die inside Graveyard. Yeah, he needed to hit that trap. Then hit the trap. He's gonna have to go for the officer. Get back into the wheel form. No, he's going back for the novelist. No, he's going for the officer. Wait. Is he dead? Oh, wait. Aw, he missed it. Novice can go to other gate now. This is taking too long. He can't get. He's not getting the officer down. Why didn't you drop that peeper way sooner? What the heck? These pallets are so strong, dude. Oh man. These pallets are so strong, dude. They are so strong. Okay, he dies. Maybe peeper diff? I don't know. Maybe peeper diff. It's a tie. It's a tie. It's a tie. Tie. Ties for days. Okay, let me actually lock in. Yo, let me lock in. I need to actually get this pop quiz right this time, because I've got it wrong like 3 times today. It's ridiculous. Hello. Yo, goodbye, Pop Quiz. Rest in peace, Pop Quiz. Rest in peace, Pop Quiz. We are cooked, Pop Quiz. Aqua was 60 when he joined comp in 2020. It was Koa 4, and it was before his birthday. He's 22 right now, and Koa ends 1 week before his birthday, May 11th. Ah, I see, I see. Interesting. Very interesting. Taking a break from your AMV, kind of made some progress. Nice. Luchulu, nice, nice. Who's the biggest fraud of IDV? The biggest fraud? I mean, how are we talking lore-wise? Are we talking gameplay-wise? What are we talking here? How many knockdowns? Looks like you guys are saying 5. Oh, thank goodness. And I guess we need to know like the credentials for the question. The parameters to the question. Yesterday we talked about Clerk being a fraud. Oh, I guess that's gameplay. Oh, we're talking about fraud characters? Yeah, Nightwatch is Fraud Watch. Clerk is a fraud. Definite fraud. What's another fraud? Honestly, Clerk and Nightwatch are probably 2 of the biggest ones. Lizard, maybe? Because every time he comes out in tournament, he just loses. But I guess it's kind of expected. He's kind of like gimmicky. Probably not Lizard, no. You know, you ask if this was Koa 7, I think a lot of people would say Dream Witch is Fraud Witch. Because I remember like in Koa 7, Dream Witches kept getting cooked and cooked and cooked. She was kind of Fraud Witch in Koa 7. She just kept getting cooked. And now, but then she's still a good hunter, but like in tournament she just kept getting like 3 escaped, 3 escaped, 3 escaped. I think it's mostly just because people were so practiced against her from previous Koas. What about Robbie? I mean, Robbie, I think like to be a fraud, I feel like you have to like have a kit that like allows you to win, but then you just don't win. I guess Knight might be a bit of a fraud as well. He might actually be a bit of a fraud. Fraud Sterling. I mean, he is a fraud in his lore, that's for sure. He literally stole somebody's identity, basically. Have I ever played a Mori at its peak? I have played a Mori. I actually streamed my blind playthrough of it. I did not do the Hikikomori route, though. I only did the main route. But very good game. I think I cried when I played it. Yeah, he might be a fraud, honestly. Ricky might be a fraud. Actually, he's like a super fraud. No, this guy's a turbo fraud. He's a fraud in the lore. His gameplay is fraud because he's never bringing Tide. So he's a fraud rescue. He's a fraud of a rescuer. Nobody's using him in tournaments anymore, so he's a fraud of a meta character. And, not to mention, they had him, they did not put in the right description for his decoding. That his decoding was minus 25 or 20 for the longest time. It was always minus 20, but it was written as minus 15 for months. He had like he was like 4 times fraud. Yeah, no, he's actually Fraud Sterling. No, Knight's a fraud. He's actually a huge fraud. Priestess is a fraud. I won't even lie to you. I actually agree. Priestess is a fraud. She's Fraud Gilman. She is the fraudstess. Because everybody's like, Priest is broke, Priest is broke, Priest is broke. Dude, Priest is mid. Hey, okay, it's weird to say Priest is mid because Global Portal is broke, but like, dude, this character sucks in tournament. Like, she's not played. She just gets outpaced. Despite her being banned all the time in rank, one of the most banned rank survivors. Mostly because her support and is like really annoying for a lot of the low tier hunters. In tournament, she's a fraud. She's a super fraud in tourney. I think in rank she's still fine, but in tourney, oh man, she's Fraud Gilman. Who else is a fraud? I don't know. I mean, again, Priestess is quite good versus a lot of mid hunters. Perf? How is Perfumer a fraud? No, regardless, okay, lore-wise, sure. Lore-wise, yes. But how is her gameplay fraud? Especially after her buff. Nah, her buff crazy. Jaleesa believes in the fraud Gilman. Yeah, Priestess and Tourney just kind of sucks. I can't say sucks, but like she's just kind of mid. She's just very like average or like below average. She requires like good map, good comp, good plan. She's not like a I will play Magician and kite 3 ciphers because I am strong, or I am Puppeteer so I will tank 4 hits because I am strong, or I am Aeroplanist and I will fly above the entire rescue, or I am Meteorologist and I can universally kite every single hunter in the game that isn't named. Actually, she can kind of universally kite every single hunter in the game. I think she has like a few bad matches or like few struggles, but like she can mostly kite every hunter. Over time, Lawyer beat the fraud. Oh yeah, Lawyer. I think Lawyer actually was like so garbage for so long until they gave him take notes, and then they gave him like dummy good passives. Because correct me if I'm wrong, before Lawyer was buffed, he didn't have a decoding buff at all. Like, I'm pretty sure Lawyer, the only, like, for, I think right around when I joined, Lawyer only had Map, Heartless, and Veterans, and that was it. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he only had these 3, and he did not even have a decoding buff, despite being a decoder. I could be wrong. Like, he was only there for rotation. That was all he had. It was like a slight increase. I see. But he sucked, bro. Lawyer sucked. Wouldn't that make him restrain instead? I guess the whole point was like to use the map to like hide. I don't know. It was weird. He sucked, bro. And then they gave him take notes, and then he was like God. When Lawyer got his initial buff, bro, he was broke. He was so broke. Because he had 5% passive increase instead of 3.5. So he literally moved 1.5% faster. And his decoding was 20% instead of 15 max. So what you would see lawyers do in tournament, it was the funniest thing, bro. It was so funny. When a hunter was like getting rotated, what lawyers would do if they think they're going to get chased, they would hold out the map and just run in circles. It was so funny, dude. Like, you'd be, like, watching the match, and then you'd just, like, look over off to the side, and you just see a lawyer running in circles for, like, 40 seconds. It was so funny, dude. I remember that. That was a long time ago, but that was, like, right when he first got that buff. Dude, it was hilarious. I remember I was watching tournaments with Zeus, and we were just like, bro, the lawyer's spinning in circles again, dude. He used to counter Prime. Yeah, he was used against Sangria. Like, he was unironically used against Sangria. The biggest reason why he was used against Sangria was because of veterans, though. Not necessarily just his buff, but it was more for veterans. But the buff did help. The buff definitely helped. Super helped. Him being part of the decode class. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's funny how decoders have poor self-defense. Weakness. Poor self-defense and relies on the protection of teammates. Yeah, Lawyer is actually a kiter in disguise. Prisoner is actually an insanely good kiter. Like, hello? He's decode assist. Bro, Prisoner is a literal kiter, bro. He's not even, like, he's a decoder that is a kiter. This character, I'm telling you, bro, this character is stupid. He gets 3 shocks a game, which is basically 3 flywheels a game. And he can run neither flywheel or knee jerk. So if he brings flywheel, he could get up to 5, like 2 flywheels and 3 shocks. That's a lot. Like, shock is a really good ability, dude. Shock is really good because it's very versatile. It's like frame 1. It has good range, can combo into pallet stuns, can make it so you can get to a window or a pallet, which can mean you get your next knee jerk boost, which means you continue to kite forever. Like, Prisoner is not weak, bro. He is so good. Mechanic? Persica? The 3 cipher kite god? Hello? Poor self-defense. I mean, to be fair, without her bot, she's literally so garbage. But with body blocks? Oh man, she should kite 3 ciphers. Mind's Eye is the definition of poor self-defense. Mind's Eye, I'll give it up, because, oh boy, that vaulting speed. That vaulting speed is, oof, it's tough. Could you, dude, this used to be 30%, by the way. This used to be 30% debuff. Then it was 23% debuff, and now it's 15% debuff. But it used to be minus 30. Because she used to be plus 30% decoding, and then minus 30 vaulting. And now she's only minus 15, but it's still very slow. Still dummy slow. But yeah, it's so funny that decoders are labeled as like being weak, even though they're literally just kiters. Yeah, and Pharaoh's gimmick is way better now. Like, Farletta used to suck because, like, when she was released, she was so mid. Because she was countered by, like, half the hunters. You could literally hear her footsteps and her breathing. And you could see whenever she threw out a wand at any time. She was so mid, dude. She was so incredibly mid when she came out. And then they buffed her, and then they buffed her, and then they buffed her, and then they buffed her. Like, they buffed her cooldowns. They buffed her sound thing. They buffed it so you can't see the wand being used while she's invisible. Like, they buffed so much about her, and now she's actually decent. And that's just kind of how it goes for some characters, where they're just... I used to call her Thrower Lady. Because she was Thrower Lady. Like, she sucked. She was so mid. And now she's actually being used because of all the buffs. She's kind of useless, though. I wouldn't really say she's useless anymore. She's a decoder. Her gimmick is, like, pretty decent now. I wouldn't put her as a strong survivor necessarily. I wouldn't say she's like broken or strong, but I would say she's like, she's usable. She's a bit niche, but she's usable. Pharah has always been good. I mean, her gimmick was like interesting, but like the thing is, at top level, no one used her because you could just listen. Like if you had ears, Pharah was useless. And the thing is about top players, they have noise cancellation headphones, so they can just hear everything. They can literally hear everything. So quite literally, all they have to do is just listen for the Pharah lady. And that's it. Like, if you listen, and then she just dies. Like, it's that simple. Like, that's why she was so bad. Because you could hear her breathing and footsteps. Now they took that out. That's what really helped her, is because now she can't be identified with sound anymore. It is purely just visual guessing. So she's way more consistent. Yeah, so if you play with, like, you know, music or whatever, Pharah was, like, broken. Like, if you played like music or, you know, because top players, they play with music off and sound to the max, so they can hear breathing and footsteps, so they can know where people are. This goes for both factions. Like I think there's a good example. Schmitty said his audio bugged out in one of his matches in IVS where he had to kite an Ivy as Explorer with no sound, and he said it was like insanely difficult. Because without sound, like, obviously, especially against Ivy, you can't really look behind you. So without sound, like, you're cooked. So with Pharah Lady, like, being able to just hear her footsteps and breathing meant that she would just instantly explode. Like, she was so bad. But they buffed her, and now she's, like, decent. I would put her into, like, the usable tier for tourney. I'd put her into, like, a usable niche. Prisoner spawning mid. Wow. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Huh. I mean, Darkwoods is cool, but Prisoner mid. The only competitive tourney experience from Smash Bros. We could get away with music and it generally helps. I agree with that, yeah. You don't really need sound cues that much in Smash. I guess a little bit, but not nearly as much as you need for IDV. Yo, Luchile, we gotta play Smash one day, bro. We gotta play Smash. You'd probably kick my butt because I haven't played Smash in like 3 years, but I would love to play Smash with you, even if it's just like a good mix of casual competitive. But yeah, you're gonna kick my butt because I am so rusty. I haven't played in years, competitively at least. Let's see here. Tide, Borrowed, Arrow, Forward, Flywheel, Tide, Wendy, and Full Kite Priz. Okay, triple tide, double Sui, Trump, detention, blink, rage, and destructiveness from our opera. Okay, pretty standard, pretty standard. No mischievous for the forward though, but again, it's an opera singer, so I shouldn't really need to worry that much about forward harassment. But this is also opera on Darkwoods, which from my personal experience, I don't really like opera Darkwoods. But this is best. Is one of the best, if not best, opera in the world. So we'll see if she can make it work. Let's see here. Oh, that was close. Oh, wow, we actually don't even make the palette. That's crazy. This might just be Peter dash diff, dude. This might actually be Peter dash diff. What? Interesting. That was sound cue, by the way. That's another reason why sound is so good. He heard the prisoner fall down, which is why he doubled back. If you have your... That was so risky, Prippener. That was so risky. Oh my gosh. That was so risky. I drop at the palette. My name is Prippener. We have Flywheel and Shock. Flywheel? Nah, you're in animation. Yep, that's you're cooked there. Oh, but the forward. Ooh, the offensive. Oh, he's coming! Ah, he drops. Okay, he's still stalling for time. That's good. It was 50% ball though. Let's see here. Wow. Wow! Wow! Opera's hitbox is so bad. Wow. Wow, Opera's hitbox is so flaming garbage. Wow. Is he still gonna harass? No way, right? No, he's not harassing anymore. Oh, the prisoner got up. Shock? Flywheel? Window? Oh, good bait. Drop of the pallet. Nice. I don't think he makes it to the next one, though. But Peter messed up his dash. He definitely does make it to the next pallet. Oh, no. Peter's messed up dash. Oh, my gosh. This Prippener is pribbiting. I drop the pallet. He's Prippener. And then he hasn't even been chaired yet. And Peter messed up another dash. And the speed boost, dude! Darkwoods Opera. No, this surely has to be just a Darkwoods Opera moment, bro. Yo, she's in the pallet cylinder, bro. Oh man, dude, look at the ciphers, and they have our aeroplanist meteor rescue. Oh man, it is so cooked for Peter. It is. I don't know how Peter even ties this. A stuffed rescue maybe, but aeroplanes just come. You can't stuff an arrow unless you TS him. Unless the arrow is just a bot. He has a jetpack. Double down. Hover. Double down. He's gonna keep his hover for later though. This is a little bit risky, but it should be okay because we have meteor to rescue. And he should be able to pop the cipher here. Let's see. Meteor pops her cipher. We're gonna shock. The speed boost. This full kite Prippener is pribbiting. Mind games? Cooked. Okay. Meteor will rescue with Tide. And then... No. Yeah, Meteor will come in with Tide. Freerin will come in with Tide. Oh, he could swap abnormal here, actually. No, he's gonna... There it is. There it is. Secure your tie. Yep. Secure your tie. The one flaw of the game was the fact that this was the cipher. That's your tie. That's your tie. Wait a minute. Wait. The prisoner's gone. The prisoner got away. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Windblow! Oh my gosh, bye! What the heck? Alright, they're all injured. This is a very dangerous position for Peter because he took a big risk losing the prisoner. So they can reset and heal right now for a long time while starting a new cipher. The concern though is if he doesn't get this prisoner, he could get 3'd. He might get 3 escapes. He does see the prisoner, but he's gonna opt to chase the forward instead. Hello? I think that I don't know what Peter's... What? What? That worked? I'm trying to think of like what's going on through Peter's head right now, because I don't necessarily think he's like making a bad decision. But I feel like at this point you have to just go for the prisoner. And just pray to get your tie. Yeah, he's going for the prisoner. He has to. Like, you're not going to be able to stop the Cypher anymore. You break this pallet. Prisoner has flywheel shock. He canceled the dash. He canceled the dash. That should be enough time. He dies on this side of the map. Flywheel? No, he's dead. He dies on this side of the map. They pop, and I don't know if she can make it to the other side of the map in time. Wendy's gonna wind or gonna use Cloud all the way to the gate. Can Opera cross Darkwoods in 20 seconds? That's the thing. Can she cross Darkwoods within like more like 15 seconds now? We'll have to see. Arrow Pinnace will be in the way. He can also cancel her dash with hover. I think that might be what he's trying to do, is distract her. I don't think she makes it. No, she doesn't make it, I don't think. Oh, wait. Arrow Pinnace. Hover hop. Wait! The wind blast! She actually did make it, but the wind blast. Oh, that wind blast. Freer and blast, bro. Freer and blast. That was so close. Oh man, that was so close. And yeah, that's definitely not a gate that you can hover escape from either, apparently. Because that Arrow Pinnace would have gone for a hover, like full hover, but he had to just go for a hover hop instead for the distance. Had to go for the hover hop. Oh my gosh. That endgame was crazy. Yeah. That endgame was super, super crazy. Zeus could never. Yo, Zeus could never, bro. Yeah, that forward actually did a really good job that game, outside of the weird... I can't believe that weird pallet trick worked, like where he just spun around and then hit the pallet and then Peter didn't disrespect it. I guess it was just like a moment of like poor reaction from Peter or something, I don't know. Can't be expected to react perfectly to every single time. How good do you think QS will be in tournament? I could totally be wrong, but from right now, I think QS is very mid. I think QS is like tie. I think he's tie, like... I think he can get ties decently well. But the thing is, like, his first chase is so bad. So bad. Like, he will get 3 Cypher cutted by every pro. Every pro. Like, if you are a pro player and you're not 3 Cypher cutting QS, like, I don't know what you're doing. Like, unless you're like a really weak character, you should always 3 Cypher cut QS. And if you 3 Cypher cut a QS, that means he can't use his built-in abnormal for the 3 Cyphers, which means and if you're not trying on a Cypher, he just kind of dies. Like, he's just, his early game is just too weak. And he doesn't really have a full presence that's good enough to, like, make up for it. However, if you're able to get a very fast down with QS, he should win. He's kind of like Clerk in that regard, where it's like if first kite versus QS is bad, you probably just lose. But if you're a pro, if you're a pro, QS should always get 3 Cypher kited. If not 3 Cyphers, at the very minimum, 70 seconds, probably. I would say 70 seconds. Never faced a QS, managed to 5 Cypher kite him. If that says anything. I mean, that could say 2 different things. 1, you're better than you think you are. And also 2, maybe the QS kind of sucks. Usually, if you 5 Cypher kite with little effort, it's likely a hunter issue. At that point. But if you're like stressing, then you're just maybe cracked. You know? Let's see, where am I here? Let's go here. Pribiner, you said, right? Yeah, that's Pribiner. The sheriff is inviting me to custom move. Well, I'm sorry, the sheriff. I am watching IJL. Who do I think is best pure kiter in the game? Best pure kite. As in a character who isn't kite assist? Like that? That's a good question. When is contain assist? Is acro just contain? Acro is just acro. I think anti's also just contain, weirdly enough, right? Yeah. Finn's contain assist. Puppet is contain rescue. Lucky guys, actually contain. Yeah, anti just contain. It's probably acro or anti then. Actually, what is lantern? Contain assist. Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, mage. It's either it's probably mage actually. It's probably mage. Yeah. I think it's mage. Mage, acro, or anti. One of those three. I don't think it's acro because acro's not that good round one. It's probably mage. Mage is really good. Like, I generally don't understand how... If you play magician, I generally don't understand how you could kite less than 30 seconds or less than 60 seconds. I don't understand. He's so good. And he's very easy too. Like, I feel like if you kite less than 60 seconds as mage, then there's an issue. He's such a good character. He used to be very, like, kind of whatever, but then they buffed him, and his buff was like, oh man, his buff was stupid. His buff was, like, just made him so good. Because he got a buff, but he got, like, a multi-buff. Did you know we'll likely see QS from Akka and Koa? I mean, if Akka can make him work, that'd be really cool, honestly. It would be very cool. But again, on paper, QS is very average. Like, he's just not meta. He's very average. He'll be good for ties. Like, that's the thing. Like, people always say, oh, tie hunter this, tie hunter that. The thing is, like, the build to now normal is just, like, made for ties, but it's not oppressive enough for him to get a win with it, and his early game is too weak. The thing that makes QS scary is Q ball. A good QS, in my personal opinion, should never miss Q ball. Unless a survivor uses, like, an OP distance item right when the Q ball is summoned. Because what a good QS will do is being able to corner a survivor to make it so that either one have to take a hit or get caught in the Q ball. And so every 18 seconds, he should have a free hit. It's just first chase, plus if death spot is good, it will always be ties. This Q ball is very strong. Don't get me wrong. This Q ball is very strong. It's just his early game is so buns. It's so buns, dude. It is so buns. Like, there's a very high chance that if QS is played in a tournament, his first hit will just be blink. A lot of the time. How do you feel about Cowboys 1 skin? I think it's really cool. I like it. Yeah, if anybody can make QS work, it's Akka. I am excited to see QS in tournament. I think he will see play. Because people will be trying him out to see if they can make him work. But right now, from all the stuff that I've seen, I just think his first chase is just too weak. And his camp is very good against people that don't know how to rescue from him. But if you know how to rescue against a QS, like, the camp is pretty whatever. It's like Anne, kind of. The only, like, he'd be really good against stuffing people who can't really do anything about it. So if you're like a little girl, he'd be really good at stuffing little girl, right? But if you have, like, any half-decent item, you should be able to rescue against a QS. In most cases. XC is top 10 QS in CN server. Ooh, let's go XC. Let's go XC. If Lantinus hits hits clone, she can just drag it back. Yeah. Yeah. Lantinus is gonna be crazy, dude. I'm excited to see Lantern. Lantern is gonna be crazy, dude. How do you rescue against him? So what QS does, there's multiple ways QS camp, but the most common way a QS will camp is he'll put a contact point on the chair, and then he will throw it out and he'll try to hit you right immediately so that you cannot rescue, because if you do, you'll just run into the ball. And during his attack recovery animation, he'll be waiting to try to hit you. But the ball only lasts a couple seconds on chair. So if you're like a really mediocre survivor, like little girl, you can't really do anything about it, right? If you have flywheel, it's a little easier because you can kind of just bait the ball, flywheel away, and then go back in. And you can usually get like a relatively late rescue. But for the most part, if you're a no items character, it's going to be a little tricky to rescue against QS. The best thing that you can do is to attempt to force his cue ball as early as possible. And then the second you see him use cue ball, run away and try to avoid at least one swing. That is the best thing that you can do. The issue comes when the QS is very patient. That is where it gets tricky. Because there's a lot of QS out there that will wait for you to sit on top of the chair, dull your reaction time, and then try to cue ball on top of you without even trying to hit you, and then push you away to force an after half. So the thing about QS camp is it's quite versatile. And hullabaloo. It is quite versatile, his camp. You're an A-bat, or... Oh, NA, S-Badge, QS don't even try to do that anymore? Yeah, that's why I said it's the most basic, like, bare bones level of QS camp. The best QS, like you said, they kind of do different forms of the camp. They have the ball, like, go back and forth to mix up with the timing. They wait for it. They're more patient with it, or more patient like it. You know. Should he use audience effect in Griffin rank as a solo player? No. No. Not unless you are in a 4 stack, I would say. I would say no. Maybe when you get to top tier, I don't know how many NAU players are implementing audience effect. It seems like some players are, some players are not. I'll have to see how it is going forward. I'm gonna do like some research onto like NAEU, spectate the pros probably before we end this off, or not end this off, but like end the season off in a few days. Is Griffin rank considered high? No, Griffin is like dead mid. Griffin rank is not considered high. Griffin is like the bottom of mid tier, if you ask me personally. I mean, a lot of people will tell you everything. Like, low tier is Worker B to Mammoth. Mid tier is Griffin to Alicorn. And then high tier is Champion to Peak. But I think if you ask, like, a pro player, they'd say mid tier is, like... or, sorry, low tier is... What is it? Is Worker B to Griffin. And then mid tier is Alicorn Champion. And then peak tier is high tier. Like, unless you're peak tier, you're not high tier. That's how a lot of pro players look at it. For me personally, I still consider Champion to be high tier because they get matched with like peak tiers a lot and whatnot. But I do definitely understand the argument that is like high mid tier instead of it being, you know, high tier instead. I can see both arguments, but no, Griffin is widely considered to be the lowest of mid tiers by many people. I would personally consider Griffin to be low mid tier as well. And then Alicorn is like a high mid tier. And then Champion is like low high tier. And then peak tier is like you're in high tier now. Okay, who are we chasing first here? That's Freerin. Freerin! Use Freerin Blast! Freerin Blast! And it didn't really do that much, except I guess it got a little bit of distance there. Can we get a cheeky clone hit? We do get the cheeky clone hit. It's quite good. Good patience on the pallet. We're gonna summon a Wind Blast here. Are we waiting for clone? I think we're just waiting for clone here. Trying to make sure she doesn't transition out of the area. This is really good zoning by Burio here. Another good Wind Blast. He's gonna force out a clone. Good patience, really good patience from Burio, making sure not to do that, to give a quick risk there. Yeah, that was really good chase from Burio. That was really good. It was a good kite, but that was extremely good manipulative chase. Very good manipulative chase. Should you use muscle memory or defense mechanism on forward? You don't really... I think if you're playing forward, you don't really need any extra vaulting, to be honest with you. He already has 20% faster vaulting. You could maybe do one stack, but I think what forward would want instead is healing. Healing would be so good for forward. You'd probably want max stack and healing if you're a forward. Okay, good rescue, good rescue. Gonna get some damage on there as well. Delisu will be getting away here. Can we force the warp? No, we can't because jump. Yeah, I would say 2 stacks healing on forward at least. And then I would not use knee jerk ever. I would say... Oh. Nice clone, bro. Nice clone. Oh my gosh. What were they thinking? They just took 2 free hits for no reason. And now Cosmetic might have to burn the gun. Wait, this is a tied coordinator? What the heck? Tied cord? Tied cord. So what was the plan? I guess they had to keep Delisu alive, but I'm not really sure what the plan was. How good are the default character personas to play with? I don't really... Oh, you mean the recommended? I think the recommended usually takes from what high tier players' builds are. And I think they're okay as long as... Bro, you just... This is a loss. Hello? Okay, that Gardener was like... Okay, Hamatsu's like bubble into thing was really good. Please just gun. Thank you, Kazeneko. Please just use your gun. You have to use your gun, otherwise the game's over. How are their ciphers so good? Everybody's dying. Hello? Bro, audience effect is so stupid. Their ciphers are so ridiculously good despite them like constantly... Like everybody's constantly getting hit and dying. And yet their ciphers are nearly done. This is ridiculous. Audience effect is so stupid, dude. Oh, audience effect is so stupid. There's the chair. Let's see. Cyphers and IJL are so good, it's crazy. It's because of audience effect, I'm telling you. Audience effect is so stupid. It is so stupid. It's done! Bro, they're done! And Buryo was like killing them. Hello? Bro, Buryo was working them. The ciphers are so broken, dude. Oh my gosh. Audience effect is so stupid, dude. Audience effect is actually so ridiculous. It's like for an entire 60 seconds, if you utilize the timer right, you just have 2 characters with 10% decoding buffs. That is so ridiculous. Oh, if this was Koa 8 Hollow, that was a 4 kill, 100%. And now it's just a standard tie. Dang, dude. Like this is the power of 2 10% decoding boosts for 30 seconds. Or for 60 seconds if it's twice. Yeah, if you think about it, it's technically a 20% decoding boost for 30 seconds. Or sorry, 60 seconds. Which is huge. Huge. Oh, they're gonna try to rescue. Oh my gosh. Oh, because they need a 3 escape, right? They have to 3 escape. Okay, Zeta's losing again. Wow. Zeta is gonna lose again. There's no tide turner. The Hullabu has detention. He has warp. They have to rescue though. They literally have to rescue. But Kazeneko has nothing. Kazeneko's a tied coordinator. And this is a Hullabu with no attack recovery. It's cooked. It is cooked. It is cooked. It is cooked. It is cooked. Kazeneko! Not the swing! Kazeneko, the swing! He left Kazeneko on the swing! Wait, when did Kazeneko get a pocket watch? Oh, is it an item swap? I think it's item swap play. What the heck? The swing, bro. He got on the swing. That's funny. He's gonna let Kazeneko get out. That's funny, dude. He's actually let Kazeneko go. That is funny.
試していた糸公開書を拾い上げて同じく地下へ持っていくでしょうか。
Look at cosmetic on the bottom left.
さあ地下がカズネコ空中のここで
Oh, that is funny, dude. That is
さあ
funny.
欲しかったこと勝利。
Did you see him in the bottom left with the Kyoko? Like, just like, just looking around. This is so funny.
素晴らしいダブルでした。
Okay. Well, that was a fun set. That was a fun set. Dang, both sets today were just 2-0s. That's crazy. Scars winning, beating Zeta. Like, people are just beating Zeta left and right, dude. Oh my gosh, Zeta's got to get back into it. Otherwise, they might not make playoffs. I'm not really sure how well they performed previously, but I'm not really sure how well they've been performing recently either. Zeta's got to get it into gear. Do they have current scores? Where's current score? Where is the current score? They should have it, right? Zeta... What is this? 976. I go back. Okay, they still have quite a few wins, actually. They still have quite a few wins. They're actually still in first. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, I think some of the days that I missed, they might have just been dominating. But I guess this week they did lose a lot. They lost to QTD, and they just lost to Scars. RC... FL... I mean, QTD is still, yeah, pretty low. It's kind of crazy that their first win was on Zeta, though. Kind of insane. And then... Yeah, no, Zeta's chilling. Never mind. Zeta's chilling. Zeta, RC, FL, chilling. So AWG and QTD aren't going to make it. Never mind, then. So Zeta have been doing well. We just happened to watch 2-0. They just happened to have a really bad weekend, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they're just having a bad weekend. Because otherwise they've only lost to RC, and that's it. Everything else they've won. It's just this weekend. It's just not been their weekend, I guess. Yeah, FL's been doing really good this season. I'm actually really happy for FL. Because FL last season was doing... Oof, they were not doing well. They were really struggling. But now they're looking quite good. So I'm really happy for FL. DFM Scars too. Yeah, it looks like QTD and AWG definitely need more time to catch up, it looks like. Because especially, I mean, QTDs, there's no way they make it. They're minus 14. I mean, it does make sense because they have they are the newest team in IJL, so it does make sense that they'd kind of like get destroyed. But they're getting wins, they're getting better, so you know, I'd say give them a year and they're gonna be like on the same level as the other teams. They just need like a year of experience, and I think that's it. Once they have like a year under their belt, they can start competing at their level. And we'll see QTD maybe in the playoffs sometime. They just need more time to cook. Yeah, but I think Zeta, RC are guaranteed playoffs. Everybody else still needs to work for it, it looks like. Like I think QTD is guaranteed out. So I think of FL FL is probably in it most likely. But I would say of Axis, DFM, Scars, AWG probably won't make it in. But you know, I guess it's like not over. Why is Tide not good with Cord? I mean, it can be, but in tournaments, it's very rare to see a Tide coordinator. Cord with Tide is okay for like 2 different rescues, but the thing about coordinator, in my personal opinion, why I don't like coordinator with Tide, I like her with Flywheel or Knee-Jerk better, is that what is the point of Tide Turner and the gun? Why both? Like, if you're gonna use coordinator to our max efficiency with Tide, you would want to rescue without the gun first, and then go in for a second rescue with the gun. But that's also quite risky if you're at half or whatever. Or if the hunter has like excitement. For coordinator, it's usually like she can get away with not bringing Tide Turner because the gun is the Tide. That gives you 5 whole seconds of distance, because as a coordinator, you're aiming to get the rescue without using the gun unless it's a really, really strong camping hunter. And then the gun will give enough distance for the survivor to give them a chance to rebound. But you can play coordinator in very different ways. You can play her with Tide Turner, it is fine, but my preference is Flywheel or Knee Jerk coordinator with borrowed. You can also go Flywheel Tide or like Knee Jerk Tide cord. Again, coordinator is extremely versatile. You can literally run any build you want on her, but I personally do not like Tide borrowed on cord. I just don't think it syncs well with her kit personally. Isn't Tide plus gun the best way to stall time? It is, but if you think about it, you're also burning 2 resources for less time. If you think about it, it's the same logic with Knight. Because if you're playing Knight, your first rescue should be with Tide, and then the second one should be with Chivalrous Sympathy. Because if you use both at once, you're burning 2 resources. You don't want to burn 2 resources, right? Like the whole point of the game is like, you only burn 2 resources when you absolutely need to. You want to be able to like conserve the resources and use them at the proper time, which is why if you used coordinator with Tide and you shoot gun to get the rescue, I really do not like that. Because at that point, why are you shooting the gun? It does guarantee the safest possible rescue. I will agree with that. Because you could just use gun, get Tide Tinner, and you guarantee the 20 seconds. And while that is a super safe play, it also means that the future of the match is not as safe because you no longer have gun and you no longer have Tide and you'll just be a borrowed time nothing character. So at that point it's going to be a little harder to survive and you can't really do any support for later as well. Again, there's a lot of ways to use coordinator, and I'm not saying Tide borrowed is bad with her. It usually comes down to personal preference, and most people do have a preference to use like flywheel cord, and I am one to agree. But again, there's not really there are multiple ways to play coordinator, so it kind of is just like whatever you personally enjoy. It's just not often do people bring Tide on cord. She's like she can just get away with it. Knight, it's also possible not to bring Tide either, but I do prefer Tide Knight, Tide borrowed Knight. Just because I think he's more consistent that way. Psychologist with Tide beat. Yeah, okay, Psychologist with Tide is like a tourney thing. That's like a tourney only thing. Because he can just brute force rescue against the meta characters with 3 hits. Usually. That's really it. Anyways, is Tide good with Magician? Yes, Magician is a good kiter. Magician can carry Tide. There's a reason why characters like Magician and Acro bring Tide Center is because their base items are so good that they can just kite without needing kite assist. It's the same thing with Meteorologist. Meteorologist is such a good kiter that she doesn't need a kite build. You look at top level Aegis server, there are Tide Magicians everywhere, there are Tide Acros everywhere, there are Tide Meteorologists everywhere because their kiting alone is so good that they don't need a kite assist. Sometimes they do bring it, sometimes it's map dependent, comp dependent, but and I'm not saying Tide is always what you should have with those characters, but it is possible to run on them. Do I think Tide Seer is viable? No. No, I do not think so. The point of Seer is because if he takes kite, you want Seer to be your kiter because he will literally live forever. He will literally live forever. Do you want to use knee-jerk or fly on Acro? Acro can run on anything. Acro can be knee-jerk, he can be fly, he can be Tide. He can literally be anything. Acro's very, very versatile. I would say if you're just starting though, I would play knee-jerk Acrobat. If you're just starting Acrobat, knee-jerk Acrobat's a good place to start though. The only time you should carry Tide on a kiter is if you're confident with said kiter. You don't want to carry that if like you're just starting off with them. Do not do that. Give yourself time to learn the character. Give yourself the kite assist with knee-jerk or flywheel. Is it a trend not to bring Tide on Rescuer? Maybe as a meme, but in my opinion, every Rescuer should have Tide unless it's Coordinator. At least like unless guaranteed Rescuer. Like, do I have to bring up the gosh darn tier list again? Oh my gosh, I think I have to. Let me see. If I do like a Tide, no Tide for rescues. Oh my goodness. Bald wants Tide, Knight wants Tide, Puppet wants Tide, Arrow wants Tide, Journalist wants Tide, Weeping wants Tide. I think this could be Sui Tide. Tide. Alright, let's just say no Tide. Or hold on. Versatile. No, how do I spell versatile? Versa, not versa, right. And then no tide. So versatile would be like a journalist. Tide on mercenary, obviously. Forward is versatile. Officer should always have tide. Wildling should always Wildling can't have Sui, but he should always have tide. Sui tide could also be journalist here as well, because she's a little weak with tide turner. I will say she's a little weak with tide turner, so journalist could have Sui tide. I wouldn't personally recommend it. I would recommend getting better at journalist. Patient is versatile. He can run anything. Who else has rescue in their thing? Does Banner have rescue for some reason? I think he does, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. I wouldn't really put Batter on this list, though. Garner is not considered rescue either, but she's played like a rescue. I think I would say for the most part, all the characters up here should have tide. I think Puppet could also be versatile tier. Aeroplane is technically too, but in rank, he should have tide. Knight could technically be here as well, but I like him here. I would say this is fine. I might put Knight in versatile just because Flywheel Knight is like not the worst. But more often than not, I do want Knight to have tide, but I think this would be fine. Clown might also be versatile as well, but I like him with tide more. Is that all the rescuers? I think that's all the rescuers. Yeah. All the base ones. Wait, where's Grave? Oh, I forgot Grave. Yeah, Grave should always have tide. Yeah, Grave always tide. Yeah. Grave always tide. And then we have just good kiters / gimmicks that carry tide. And that is Meteor, Finn, Novelist, Ada only in tournaments, Acro, Perfumer, Explorer, Mage, Gardener, and that's it. Everything else should usually have kite build. Ada's tied in tourney only, and you could also do Sui tied anti, Sui tied archer, maybe tied professor. Maybe some Sui tides. Tied mechanic. Okay, tied mechanic is, I guess, is like, maybe I should put like a in rare niche cases. Yeah. Lawyer 2. And priestess. No one else should really have tide. Actually, no, tide cheerleader, right? In rare niche case, tide cheerleader. Toy merchant 2. Yeah, nobody else really brings tide. Oh wait, Embalmer. Forgot. Yeah, Embalmer does. Yeah, no one else really brings tide. I think this is good. Yeah. So I think any of these characters here, I think any of these 6 rescuers can go without tide. These guys, in my personal opinion, should always have tide turner. All of them. I think aeroplanes can get away with not having it. Sometimes I still prefer it. And then Weeping Clown can also get away with it, because I think aeroplanes, you can play him like a kiter, and then Weeping, you can play him as a harasser with flywheel. I do prefer them with tide turner though. They're more consistent with tide turner. I would say this is probably the best. What builds would be best for decoders? Full kite, but not for all right. Best build for decoder? It is preference. It is preference. Let me see here. Let me see. I would say flywheel, knee jerk, Sui, tide. I think to list all the decoders. I'm gonna put Lucky Guy here as well because he's technically a decoder now. Anything. Or actually, I should say comp dependent. Because that is quite comp dependent. I would say either for Priz. Mine's I need Sui because she sucks. Composer's probably knee jerk. Composer might also be Sui. I hate Sui, by the way. I don't like Sui. I think Sui is like, if you're playing Sui, you're playing to tie. I don't like Sui at all. If you're playing a Sui in rank, you're telling the hunter, hey, here's a free down endgame, and then you can TP the gate for free while I'm dead on chair. So yeah, I really don't like Sui. But I would say for the decoders, I would think this is it. Because Lawyer doesn't really need Flywheel. He capitalized off knee jerk way better because the reason why Lawyer knee jerk is so much better than Flywheel Lawyer is because knee jerk gives him his buffs faster, his passive speed faster, so it combos well with his kit. Farlady allows herself to make distance, which she kind of needs for her mind games, whereas Flywheel is like, it can work, but I think this knee jerk is a better option. Flywheel Lucky Guy or I think actually Lucky Guy isn't either. I don't think there's a single one that wants to carry Flywheel, but I think Lucky Guy maybe more often than not. No, actually Lucky Guy's probably either. I don't think there's a single Dakota that just wants to solo carry Flywheel. If anybody would be, it would be Mech. I think Mech likes Flywheel over knee jerk. But Mech can literally run anything. Mech can run anything depending on your comp. I would if I'm playing mechanic, I'm running Flywheel mechanic though. That is my preference. I would say this is for decoders though. Again, the thing that makes decoders really awkward to create builds for is because they're very aggressive characters, and most people when they play decoder they like running Sui. They like I think if I'm in rank, like this is probably what I'd see more often than not. Like when I get decoders in my rank match, they're almost always Sui, because they want to be able to kite as long as possible. But I do not like Sui decoder. Mind's Eye does kind of need that because Mind's Eye is really bad. If anything, if Mind's Eye wants borrowed, she needs knee jerk though. She would want knee jerk. She does not want Flywheel. She needs knee jerk, bro. She needs the distance. But overall, I would say. I would say this. Overall, I'm lucky guys up here too. I would say this. Your predictions before you go to bed. What I think about Sui, Kite, and Balmer. Sui, Kite, and Balmer is another I want a tie type build. You will not win with that build. You will tie with that build. On paper, of course. This is all on paper, by the way, guys. Of course, not every match will end up being the same. But on paper, this is what happens when you do that. I'll say yes for content. I'll say RC will win. And then I'll say yes for 4 limb. Okay. That's going to be it for me, though. I think I'm going to head on out of here because I want to get some sleep. I am already quite tired. But I'll see you guys later for Demon King Challenge Day 4. That'll be in about 12-ish hours. So I hope you'll be excited for that. But I'm going to go hit the hay, as they say. I want to say, I'm tired, like Mario 64. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, even though it's already Sunday. Bye-bye, guys.